Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Using gas to heat our homes can be dangerous, but we have the technology to transition to clean electric alternatives. My name is Matt Vespa. I'm a senior attorney at Earth Justice, and I'm going to court to fight for clean energy. Until safe, affordable clean energy is an option in every home, I will never rest.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit fighting to save lives, protect our climate, and strengthen our economy through the shift to zero emissions. Visit us at earthjustice.org.
Listen to the home of the 5K Gruber Cash Giveaway. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. The place for the realest conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously.
Yes.
Dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we stay in our cell. We get fed in our cells. We don't come out our cell at all, and that's pretty much the biggest problem. And they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother, Black Power, to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. I hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Big up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering, awesome. Where's Tory? Like,
I wanted to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cup. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
Now, live from the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah, Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth, from 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. And I'm here for the action.
And nothing but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The marathon continues.
The movement continues.
How you doing out there in radio land? How y'all doing in the chat? We got another powerful show for you today. So I'm gonna need y'all to open up your ears, okay? Thank you for joining me this Wednesday, January 7th, 2026. Who we got in the chat? Kawanda's in the chat. S.E. Jeff. Sir Chance is in the chat. Salute, Sir Chance. Zay Tashay in the chat. Lori Patterson from Baltimore. Salute, Lori, for joining us all the way from Baltimore in the chat. And if you join us as we broadcast live on YouTube and social media, join the conversation, Truth Nation. We got Ant-Man from Sales.
What's up, Tory?
How you doing, Ant-Man? In the studio today.
I'm all right.
101.7 The Truth. Salesman. Ant-Man is in the studio. Now, look, I'll say this. Ant told me something before I came in. I had to bring Ant in because it's the new year.
Yep.
And we trying to bring in the new year the best way we can with the goals and the, we got to strive for greatness.
Talk to him.
But it was a hiccup. You had a hiccup. Something happened with your vehicle.
It's almost a epidemic, it seems like, in the city of Milwaukee. But yeah, Tory, I appreciate you giving me this platform to share this. But as you know, Truth Nation and Milwaukee knows, I mean, car break-ins are at an all-time high, it seems like. And actually, this morning my car was burglarized.
What?
Yeah.
Okay,
man.
so you live downtown.
I live downtown. I come from the inner city of Milwaukee.
Right.
And I figured, moving to somewhere a bit safer.
You thought you was straight. You thought you was away from the madness. You thought you went downtown. That downtown where the big boys at.
Exactly.
Where all the big dogs at.
Exactly. But not comfortable enough to leave my car unlocked. That's for sure.
Well, were you surprised that your car got broken into? Because you live it's supposed to be nice.
It is.
It must be nice.
Honestly, I felt like it was only a matter of time.
You call your family from the north side and be like, hey, I'm downtown.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like you back on the block.
This don't even happen on the block, Tory.
What?
No.
They don't even do this on the block.
No, they're going for those vulnerable places that they know people may not be paying attention. People may leave their car doors unlocked and may leave valuables.
Did they bust the window?
Yeah, they bust the window this time. This hasn't been the first time this happened in the lot or to my car. In the past, my car door was left unlocked and they just took a controller. And I'm like, okay, a little change was missing. I'm like, okay, this must be, maybe someone on drugs or something.
When I was coming up, it was like, crackheads used to break in people's cars to get stuff out of the cars to go, get they hit.
Exactly.
To hide for the day. But now it's just people just looking for merchandise.
Looking for merchandise, special merchandise, it seems like.
And they're saying that most of these young people, when they break into cars, many times people have firearms in the car, and that's how some of these young people are getting a hold of some of these firearms.
Yeah, Tory, I do not recommend in Truth Nation anyone to leave a firearm or anything of value in your vehicle. I actually left my firearm locked in the glove box, and they were able to pry it open.
Wow. How much time did they have? Like, ain't it cameras downtown?
It's cameras. My car was actually parked right in front of the camera.
Do you have video?
We got video. I can't.
They got a Ring doorbell?
Yeah, we got video, but it has to go through MPD if it were to get to me. The landlord can't directly give me the video.
Mm-hmm.
But there's Ring cameras on this all across the city. People are, going, on the south side, north side, all across Milwaukee, in stolen cars, hopping out, pulling on doors, seeing which doors are unlocked.
Wow. And,
low-hanging fruit. And I feel like, I take responsibility because, that's a firearm on the street that's, not in the best hands. So we have to be able to make sure that we're keeping guns locked so kids can't, shoot themselves by accident. And we also have to make sure that we're keeping them secure so, violent crimes aren't being committed by criminals.
Well, once again, I hope that things get recovered. Did you get the car back?
So I did get the firearm back. Crazy thing is, within an hour, they actually, I gave them the serial number and whatnot, and they were like, yeah, I think we found it.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, wow, yeah, exactly. But basically, yeah, they took the police on the chase. About a couple miles just down the road on Wisconsin Avenue. No, my car was untouched, but they had the firearm. They were in a stolen vehicle. Mm-hmm. It took them on a chase, crashed, and luckily it was able to be recovered. But, I feel like, these things are all tied together when it comes to stolen cars.
It's a lot of cars being broken into, and we had to rearrange a lot of the security downtown because the Kia explosion where the Kia boys and the Hyundais were able to be accessed through the USB.
Yep.
And then we had to do everybody did a lot of rearranging, but now since they've done those rearranging, they've switched up and started like you said, knocking on people's doors. Yep. We just had a show where the young man went into the man's house.
Wow. Yep,
with the dog in the house, looking at him, steal the keys off the kitchen table while the family was at home.
How bold is that?
That's what I'm saying. So they didn't stop doing it. They just switched their strategy and started targeting soft neighborhoods, like you said.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, no, and that's, from the stolen cars to the stolen firearms to the high-speed chases to the drugs, I feel like, these things are all kind of, intertwined in a sense. And
well, look.
Praying for a better Milwaukee, man.
Look, if you ever get your hands on that video.
Yep.
Let me see it. I want to see what's going on.
All right, I got you.
All right, well, thank you for coming in, Ant-Man.
I appreciate the time.
Hey, look, if y'all want to get, into sales or get into anything with the Tory Lowe Show, hit up Ant-Man.
Absolutely.
At 1017 The Truth.
Let's work.
Give him your email address.
You can reach me at apittman@goodkarmabrands.com. That's APITTMAN at goodkarmabrands.com.
That's the man right there. Hey, look, thank you for coming through, man.
Appreciate you, Tory.
When we come back, I got to do something with bullying. I want to talk about this at a school tomorrow. I want to talk about that when we get back. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. On Friday night, the Milwaukee Panthers return home to host conference foe, the North Kentucky Norse.
Draws a double, kick out to the wing. Aguilar contested three, and he buries it. The Panthers are down by 3. D'Lo re-attacking in the paint, fades, fires, drops it in. The Panthers have pulled within 6.
Scott Warris has the coverage Friday starting at 7:30 on 1017 The Truth and the Milwaukee Panthers Sports Network from Learfield. Tip-off happens at 8 o'clock.
Natural gas is a clean, reliable, and convenient source of energy delivered directly to you through underground pipelines. The pipeline system has an excellent safety record, but there are clues that can help you identify a potential hazard. If you smell the strong odor of rotten eggs, hear an unusual hissing sound, or see blowing dirt or debris, it could be a natural gas leak. Leave the area immediately and call We Energies at 800-261-5325.
We Energies. People you can trust. Energy you can depend on.
Dad's gonna be far side, good.
What should I do with my dress?
Do little wiggles.
The slate's coming in. What does it feel like when you're down or having a bad day?
It feels sad, like you just don't want to do anything.
All my little emotions in my head is just running crazy. I don't know what to do.
As a teacher or coach, do you ever feel overwhelmed supporting kids' mental health?
I had never experienced players being so down that they can't even participate.
He's just in tears in the huddle. I didn't know what to do.
Teachers need tons of help.
Kids Mental Health Foundation offers educational materials to help guide conversations with our students.
It's so important that we are constantly educating ourselves.
It's the same as the CPR class to me. We're trying to save a life here.
The Kids Mental Health Foundation has free tools and information developed by experts because kids' mental health starts with all of us. Scan the QR code or check out kidsmentalhealthfoundation.org to get started.
Prizes, exclusive experiences, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting truthcontests.com. That's truthcontests.com.
Happy kids heal faster, and that's why Starlight is dedicated to improving the mental well-being of sick kids across the U.S. Learn how at starlight.org.
Call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Yeah. I came from the curb where the gutter speak fluent pain. Rusty hydrants leak memories every time it rained. No cable in the crib, we just stared at the ceiling stains. Plotting on a lick while the sirens play musical chairs again. Grams in the cereal box, razor blade calendar. I was weighing out my future while my teachers used to failing me. Mama worked 2 shifts till the light stayed amateur, so I practiced on a scale till the numbers acted flattering. First flip was a 20, turned it to a clean deuce. By Friday I was neck deep in a pair of new boots. County checks bouncing, but my trap jumped like crisscross. Kitchen full of white, like the linens at the Ritz bars. Cold stove, hot water, pot singing like Mary J.
7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. I gotta be at a school tomorrow. We're gonna be discussing bullying. And, you know, when I talk about bullying, it seems like we gotta have a plan. So I came up with some things, some ideas that I want to install with the young people. And I'll keep everybody informed on that. I don't want to let the cat out the bag, you know, right now. Once I get it all installed this year, then I'll make sure that I let everybody know after I install it. But the thing is, when it comes to bullying, it's still a huge issue in our schools. And there's no one type of bullying, only that the bully is trying to harass or threaten or physically harm somebody that they feel that they can actually dominate, the bully. But I had seen a post, and I reached out to this family, and hopefully I can get this family on the show. But and it's right on time when I saw this story. Somebody tagged me in this story about a family who adopted a young black male in Plymouth, Wisconsin. And they go on to say that the young man that was adopted, the young black man that was adopted, he has been threatened by some of the kids at the school, kids calling him the N-word, making animal noises at him, cracking jokes about his skin color, and other horrible, unbelievable comments made towards him. I may be headed out to Plymouth, too, because it's just not in our community. I always tell people, stop rationalizing your ideas in a box. Problems happen everywhere. It just looks different. It may have a different shape, but it has the same nucleus of creating harm, creating hurt, creating pain on someone else. And this is a young black kid that lives out in Plymouth that was adopted. The family went to social media and put this out there because they don't know what to do. This young foster kid, this young black man, this young black male is being harassed and they can't stop it. They said they need somebody to talk to them about teaching them, that that's not a good thing to do. I mean, I don't know if I could teach white kids that that's not a good thing to do. Bullying but I could talk to them about it. But when they go home, they're learning from the parents. The parents is like 80% of the child's education. So if you're learning from the parents, and I can give them a powerful message, but when they go home and the daddy, he got the white sheet on his head, I don't know. I mean, where are they getting this from? So it's got to be coming from the home and spilling out into the community. So I may have to take a trip up to Plymouth and make sure that I do my part, and I'll let y'all know because I'm working on maybe bringing the family on the show. But bullying takes many different forms. It's family members that's bullying. It's not only in the schools. Some of y'all being bullied at the house. Matter of fact, in a lot of families that don't have discipline, a lot of times when the young men get older, they start bullying the parent, the mom. Many times it's the son when he gets around 15, maybe 14, the mother starts to lose control because now he feels that he's the man of the house. So I can't even tell you how many mothers that have told me they're afraid of their sons. And I had a few call in on the show or come on the show and talk about it. What was that last year when the woman said that she raised a psychopath? Then the other mother that came in and said that her son was out here, she's afraid for his siblings because of what he's doing out here in the street. So we got to understand that when we talk about bullying, when we talk about school bullying, sometimes that comes from the house. And maybe the school can't probably put an end to it because once they do or take action, that child has to go to where they even learned it from, the heart of where they learned it from, which is probably from home. Wow. So I understand I got like a 3-step program, but trust me, the parents are involved in it. Trust me, the parents are involved in my program because if I don't get the parent to get involved, there's no way you're going to put a stop to that bullying. The teachers can scream till they blue in the face, and the child that's being victimized can tell the teacher, and the teacher can take minimal action like, alert the parents, alert the principal, and then the principal, he think, when I talk to these principals, they don't, I don't even see why they don't have something more solid, but okay, here we go. I'm not going to keep asking that question. I'm going to just come and deliver an idea that will actually probably help at least the victims of bullying. Now, as far as the kid that's doing the bullying, if the parents don't get involved and it's coming from the home, it's going to be tough to deal with that kid because nobody's consistently around him trying to help him out. So they just default back into bully mode because that's what they learned. This is the attitude they have taken on and the behavior that they have taken on. In order to get somebody out of that mode, somebody has to be consistent around them to help shape them. And many times that's the parent. So that's what I'm doing tomorrow. I'll be at the assembly. I'll be having an assembly from, I think it's K5 to 6th grade. K5 to 6th grade. Josh in the chat says, we can be real about these kids bullying. We need to address these narcissistic parents who were the kids' first bully. The apple don't fall too far from the tree. It don't. It don't. My son don't go to school bullying nobody because he know he got a daddy that ain't going to allow it to happen. My children don't know that I'm not going to play that. They know that we strive for excellence. I always say, don't embarrass the family. Don't be the one to embarrass this family. And you put pride into these kids. But sometimes when kids are abused at the house or allowed to run wild at the house, many times it plays out in the public and in the classroom against decent kids. Kids who are taught and trained to be good kids, but not trained how to deal with a bully. Hey, we gonna work on it. We definitely gonna work on it. I'm so excited to be a part of what they're doing at some of these schools, and I'm so excited to see if I can implement my ideas and thoughts. And I'm gonna put a lot of energy in. You can't just implement an idea and leave. I'm gonna put a lot of energy into a lot of these ideas this year. I got several ideas we're gonna lay out this year. April, I have a huge idea I'm going to be unveiling into the community. But the bullying in the schools got to stop. The violence in the community, people looking the other way, knowing that they relative out here, creating bad situations for other people, that got to stop. We as residents, we as a people have to do more to change. We got to do more. And I'm going to say this until the day the Tory Lowe show is no longer around. I mean, it'd probably be 80 years from now. I'm going to still be saying the same thing. Why? Because this is the way for change. This is the way. And it's like the Bible. They have all these revelations. Some folks have 5 people can read the same scripture. And they all got the same, not the same, but the different revelations. Okay. That's how I talk. I say the same thing, but 8 people will take it 10 different ways. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have a Pop Culture Report, Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Hey there, Jane Lynch here. You want to hear something funny? Too bad. You want to hear something uplifting that will inspire you? Good. Because today, I want to talk to you about Direct Relief, a humanitarian organization that does seriously good work when it counts. Fires, hurricanes, earthquakes. When disaster strikes, Direct Relief immediately shows up with medicines, medical supplies, and everything doctors and nurses need to save lives. Let's ship her out! Every day across the United States and around the world, they're making an enormous difference. If someone needs help, Direct Relief helps. No politics, no red tape. Hey, what you doing over there?
Oh, I'm packing insulin for kids with diabetes.
See, every box here is literally a lifeline for someone in critical need. So check them out at directrelief.org and donate if you can. You might just bring a smile to someone's face.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other. Leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
I slept in a lot of different rooms, different beds, but none of them really felt like mine. I spent 14 years in foster care, mostly in group homes. And I never had much stuff because I always had to be ready to move. Why get things if you just have to let them go?
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care waiting to be adopted. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is working to help find them a forever family and a permanent home of their own.
Now I have my own room with walls that tell my story. I love hanging out in here. I play dress up with my sisters and I sing and make videos. But the best part, knowing I'll always have a place to go and a family that loves and supports me.
If you have room in your home or your heart, see how you can help at davethomasfoundation.org.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Packers are heading to Chicago this weekend for a Saturday night playoff thriller against the Bears. Packers wide receiver Jaden Reed on the game.
Yeah, they got a good team over there. You know, they play together. They get the ball out. They do that good job on defense getting the ball out. So, our job is to protect the ball. So, that's our goal.
Kickoff is Saturday at 7 p.m. The Bucks are in the Bay to face off against Steph Curry and the Warriors. Bucks beat the Kings 115-98 on Monday. Tonight's game begins at 9 p.m. The Golden Eagles are back in Milwaukee tonight to face Xavier, while UWM faces Northern Kentucky on Friday. Tonight's tip-off is at 7 p.m. at the Pfizer. Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers are AFC North champions, now hosting a playoff game against the Texans. That game begins Monday at 7 p.m. This Sports Update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
.101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show, Pop Culture Report. Look, we got Nas in studio. How you doing, Nazir?
It's good, Tory Lowe.
Nazir, look. First of all, how's your New Year's?
Oh, it's great, man.
I ain't seen you all year.
I know. It's been a minute,
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm just catching up on some pop culture stuff, trying to come in here and tell you what's going on in the young people's world or in the world in general.
Right. Well, thank you.
You know what I mean?
So you had a good New Year's. You brought it in with the fam, or
we
was out.
We was out having some fun.
That's what's up.
That was cool.
That's what's up. What y'all generation do? For New Year's?
Go out and celebrate.
I'm Gen X, so
yeah, I'm Gen Z. So we just go out, have some fun at the bars, or hang out with the boys at the house or something like that.
Okay.
Just watch the ball drop and then go out a little bit, but it's nothing crazy. Nice little vibes.
Now, for those that don't know, Nazir Spencer, he can dance. He got the dance moves.
There you go. Yeah,
he got the dance moves. So the next time we get out at the Truth Community Award, I'm gonna need you to walk it out.
I'll be there. I'm
gonna need you to walk it out.
How it is. You know what I mean? Hey, Tory, you ever seen Sinners?
I saw Sinners.
You saw Sinners?
The movie.
You like it?
It was interesting. I thought it was creative.
Now,
I thought it was extremely creative. I'm not a fan of Michael B. Jordan like that.
Okay.
But I like his movies. It's like when I look at him in the movies, he's a good actor. I like that. I like the way he acts. But if I had to choose, I'm not a fan. Like I'm gonna go see his movie first or something like that.
Of course, yeah.
Like Denzel, I'm a fan of Denzel. Yeah. I'm from the Denzel era. Y'all the Michael B. Jordans.
Yeah.
But I do like how he handles his craft.
Okay. Now, he was in Sinners, obviously, and a few weeks ago, Critics' Choice Awards, Timothée Chalamet. If you're a listener, you might know him from Dune. You might know him from Willy Wonka, the new Willy Wonka that just came out, and he just starred in a movie called Marty Supreme. Now, I went to go see it. It's a pretty good movie. He was great in the movie. He's a great actor. I'm not trying to slander him, but the Critics' Choice Awards the other day, he won the Best Actor over Michael B. Jordan. The movie, by the way, just came out like 2-3 weeks ago.
The movie came out 2 or 3 weeks ago, and he already won Best Actor over
Michael B. Jordan, which Sinners has been out all year.
No.
So
trash.
I don't know how that happened.
Okay, it's the Critics' Choice.
Critics' Choice Awards.
Not the People's Choice.
Not the People's Choice. Not the Grammys. Not the Oscars.
if you don't kiss their butt,
right?
Maybe he's good with the media. Maybe he's
good. I'm not gonna lie, he's pretty good.
Walks around and talks to everybody and things like that in the media.
Right.
Because I don't believe he won that fair and square.
Right.
Because ain't no way. Sinners was. I seen the movie Sinners. Michael B. Jordan played twins.
Yeah.
In that movie.
That's impressive. And the Southern accent.
That's all I'm saying.
If you're not used to being from the South, it's hard to copy that accent.
All I'm saying is, what did he do significantly better than Michael B. Jordan?
I can't tell you.
Other than he was probably a better media personality. I don't see Michael B. Jordan catering to the media all the time. He's very low profile, very low key. Even when all that stuff came out with Steve Harvey's daughter, he still didn't blast her. He didn't get on the internet.
You don't know what it is? He's dating a Kardashian. It's probably
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Kylie, I think, right? Kylie.
Who?
Kylie
Michael
Kardashian?
B. Jordan?
No. Timothy.
Oh, okay. I'm going to say.
No. Michael's single, I think. But Timothy.
He's scarred.
Right. Yeah, he's very scarred. Now, Timothy, he's dating Kylie Kardashian.
Oh, okay.
So,
that's the problem.
Some people are saying that's probably why she won it or he won it. But I'm thinking,
ain't no way this guy better than Michael B. Jordan.
Nah, I don't know. It's close. I'm not going to lie. It is close. Timothy is a phenomenal actor, but the movie came out 2 weeks ago. That's my issue. 3 weeks ago, like literally, I think a week before Christmas.
You watched both movies?
I went to go see Mars Supreme on Monday, yeah.
Do you think it was better than Sinners?
I do not.
Okay.
I think Sinners is in my top 2 movies from last year.
But you still think that it's a window for him to win this award?
Yeah. No, if we talking about Oscars, he should definitely win something for that performance that he put on. Now, it's gonna be tough because there's a lot of good movies last year. I'm not gonna lie, but
I don't know.
It's just a little sketchy.
I don't know about this, Truth Nation.
It's a little sketchy.
This is where the racism kick in some of
that's
these.
What people saying online.
That's what it is because it's no way. Sinners, it was mostly a black movie,
right?
In the town, the villain was not black, but
right.
he
was
right.
Was part of it.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, it was so creative, so awkward. It was an awkward type vampire movie that I've never experienced.
It's different.
It kept me locked in.
Mm-hmm.
What did he do in 2 weeks that overshadowed a movie that you can't even compare it to anything?
You can't. You
also,
really
the director gets his rights back after 25 years.
Yep.
So
Mr. Coogler.
Yeah, Coogler set it up to where if after 25 years he has all the rights to the movie.
Right.
So it seems like a strike. They're looking for okay, well we don't want to praise this route. We don't want to make everybody believe that they can make a movie and get that same deal.
Right. And the industry, music or movie industry, don't like that.
They don't like independence.
They don't like that.
Okay,
stuff.
So I believe it's more sinister.
Yeah, it's it's sketchy, man. I don't know. It's that movie was good, but Sinners was different. It brought the culture together a little bit.
Right.
You went to go see that movie. Everybody was in there like, wow,
they can relate.
Right. They can relate. You involved all the music from the South from back in the day. It all just come together as a good movie, and then you don't win the.
I was just talking about this the other day. I said somebody was like, "What's your favorite Denzel movie?"
That's a good question.
And I said, unfortunately, without really thinking about it, it was Training Day. But Glory is one of my favorite Denzel movies. But I thought about it. My favorite Denzel movie is Glory.
Okay.
But Training Day is right there because he had to play the villain.
Right.
And he won after he played the villain.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Yeah, he won like an Oscar or something like that, like a huge award.
Yeah.
Then he went on to play in The Gladiator 2.
Good movie.
But the role he played was a guy that was a homosexual.
Yeah, homosexual and villain, yeah.
And the villain in the movie. And I think it was if I'm not mistaken, there was a director's cut where in the movie that it never made it into the real movie where he had to kiss a male.
Yeah, he wasn't going to do that.
Well, I don't know if he wasn't going to do that or not. I believe that it just didn't make the movie.
Okay, yeah.
So I don't know if he kissed somebody and it just didn't make the cut.
I don't think
because right after that movie, he started going to get baptized. He started going to go to church.
Yeah, maybe he did.
He started trying to, get himself, back in the spiritual space right after Gladiator came out.
Yeah.
So he had to go cleanse himself.
Interesting.
And I think that Gladiator 2 was one of his biggest movies. But
it was a good movie too.
But what I'm saying is these black actors are still up against a lot of racism. And now we're fighting for independence because we want a bigger stake in our creativity. Mm-hmm. So why would you reward that idea? We don't want 50 people trying to do that.
Yeah, and that's what Coogler did. Now, he gonna be up for some awards too because he's a magnificent director and everything like that. But by the way, my favorite Denzel movie has got to be Fences. You ever seen
Fences? I like Fences.
I like his acting in that. It's very good.
I like Fences, but
it's a little hard.
It reminds me of Precious.
Yeah.
You know, how they had Precious set up, like with that family dynamic. I see. I
just like his acting. And the story was. Here we go. His acting was fire. I like that. But hey, Tory, you ever been ice skating?
I hold on to the rail a little bit, but yeah, I get out there. I ain't been ice skating in like 5 years, 6 years probably.
5 years. You might want to go. It's downtown. You can go down here.
Yeah, but after Dontre Hamilton,
Okay.
All right, so
Look, there's ice skating.
I come down there to see the Dontre Hamilton stuff that's down there.
Okay, that's fair. Now there's at the Pettit, there's some speed skating going on this weekend for the Olympic trials, and I went over there. And did you know the first black woman to win speed skating? She was there. Her name was Erin Jackson, and she won like a gold medal like 4 years ago at the other Olympics. And she's like the coolest person ever. And they fast out there.
Well, they had you out there, out there at the Pettit Center. So was it the tryouts? How many people tried out?
So it's the trials. So like you already you're pretty much on the team. But like if you want to make the Olympic team, you gotta like they're already on the U.S. team. But if you want to make the Olympic USA team, you gotta like perform very well. I don't know how many people was there. There's a lot of people out there trying to perform there. And
who did you interview? Did you interview anybody?
So this kid from Kewaskum named Jordan Stoltz. He's like a superstar. He's already like a world champion, like four-time world champion or something like that. And he's like he about to go win like gold medals up there. Like he in for 4 events. He about to get like four. Wow. He's projected to get these 4 medals.
Did you ever play the interview? Or can we get a copy of that interview, Andrew?
I don't got it.
When you drop it, next time you come on the show, we're going to drop it.
Next time
because we want to get the exclusive.
Yeah, I got.
We want to have him on the show before he go up there and win.
He already left, I think. But
I'm talking about if you got an interview with him. I want to play the clip so we can when he come back around. We can say we always supported him.
No, I'm a. No, I got the interview. It was like a gaggle, everybody was asking him questions, but I asked him, how you feeling? Because he was sick over the weekend, and I'm like, man, how you able to do stuff like that when you sick? And then he came out on Monday, just beat everybody. I'm like,
oh wow. Well,
different.
Michael Jordan kind of changed the ideal of being sick with the flu.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's true.
After Mike had the flu, ain't no excuse.
We started doing it. Hey, look, everybody.
And now the flu don't have that punch no more. Like
it can't.
Even at work. Why you miss work? I got the flu.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. Come on then.
Yeah, because Michael Jordan ruined it for everybody.
I agree. nah, but you should go ice skating sometime, Tory. Go test your speed up.
Maybe we'll have a Truth Nation ice skating day.
Ooh. I'll be there.
But you have to sign a waiver because if you go with the radio show and you go and break something, then we ain't responsible.
Yeah, we ain't responsible for coming out.
We only responsible for the fun.
Right, exactly. There you go. I like that.
Hey, look, when we come back, we have more Pop Culture Report. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Where's that same devastation? Where's that same anger? Where's that same hurt for other American citizens who lost their lives to guns? When we talk about the loss of life here in America, if all lives matter, y'all got to start acting like all lives matter. I feel bad for any loss of life because it's not fair and it's not right for anybody to take somebody's life. That's not what we're put on this earth to do. I hate the fact that in this country that we live in, that violence is so rampant. Violence is the norm.
Download the new 1017 The Truth app now. Milwaukee Black Talk. 1017 The Truth.
Experience, knowledge, results. That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident.
You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Now that I'm retired, I'm worried about making ends meet. Food, medicine, and rent cost more every day. And that's why I used benefitscheckup.org. It connected me to an extra $1,000 a month. Benefitscheckup.org is a free service from the National Council on Aging. If you're on a fixed income, benefitscheckup.org might help you too. For free. Visit today.
People don't realize that glaucoma is one of the leading causes of blindness.
Because there are often no early symptoms, nearly half of those with glaucoma may not even know they have it until vision loss has occurred.
I was diagnosed with normal tension glaucoma in July of 2020. And what we found out at that point was I had already lost 40% of my sight. And you think it only affects people that are, 75 or older, retired, grandparents, and that's not the reality of it.
I didn't think at all glaucoma was going to affect me because I didn't know of anyone that had glaucoma, no one in my family. When you have glaucoma, you can't get back that sight that you lost. And so early detection and treatment is vitally, vitally important.
Don't miss life's most beautiful moments. Schedule an eye exam today.
National Glaucoma Research, a bright, focused foundation program, offers free resources and tips for healthy vision.
Learn how to protect your sight at stopglaucoma.org.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
What up? You know what it is? What it do? Yeah, yeah. Oh. Sorry, Lowe. I see you working, putting in them hours. You on your grizzy, I see you grinding, man. You should be getting paid by the minute. You don't stop working. I know, and it's paying up. I see you, boy, looking good. Looking good. Let's go, team. Happy New Year. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report with Nazir Spencer. You like that song, yeah?
That was you.
You like that song? No, that's my production.
Okay, all right.
That's my production
Tory
for
Lowe.
me. Yeah, I got my own production.
You need your own TV show. Hey, Tory, you like the NBA, right, man? Cause
yeah, I mean, I watch, and I'm keeping a close eye. I was just at the Bucks game.
You keeping a close eye. Let me ask you something. You like the young player? You like Wembanyama?
Wemby.
Do you like Zion?
Zion could have been a lot better, but I think he has some mental issues he's battling as a professional.
Yeah.
And many times, a lot of these basketball players, they been working hard their whole life.
Yeah.
They finally make it to the league. They get all this money, and then they start messing up socially because their time was always occupied with trying to be the best basketball player that they didn't have a social life. Now you're a grown person with millions of dollars. Now you got to create a social life, and that's when a lot of them hit that U-turn.
Now let me. Now you said that's the social life. You're absolutely correct, especially with Zion. Now online right now it's trending. Zion is getting exposed by an OnlyFans model.
What?
Yet again. This is his second time. His second occurrence.
OnlyFans? Why are they going for these OnlyFans?
Well, it's easy access, I think. I don't know, something like that for
Get
NBA
a subscription.
Players. Exactly. Get a subscription. Slide to the
swipe the tip drill.
Yep.
Wow.
And he over there just making babies. I don't know. Zion Williamson is getting torched online right now. People just torching on Twitter. Don't even go like on Twitter. Completely horrible. He's getting torched again. He got all these NBA problems. He's not losing weight. He's not playing to the highest.
I thought
standards.
he lost weight.
He lost weight this year. I'm just saying in the past. He's been in the league for like 5-6 years, and he still ain't lost a lot of weight. This year he has. But then you got outside stuff talking about OnlyFans models. Dude getting caught up. He getting exposed. Videos taken of him with the kid, and then another picture online. The OnlyFans model taking pictures of the payments of the child support or something. $2,000. Apparently, it's from Zion. But I'm like, man, Zion. Like,
all right.
Zion, one of my favorite players out of college.
I'll say this. Zion is in a space where he's just like Ant-Man from Minnesota.
Okay, Ant more vocal about it, though. He don't care. Yeah.
But what I'm saying is I think that the standards have changed. Now it seems like these athletes are in a race to see how many models or BBL models or BBWs or whatever they're doing.
Whatever it is, yeah.
How many they can line up as the baby mama to me.
But why would you want to do that?
I don't know.
Though,
This generation is weird. I was looking online the other day, and it was a fight over who gave who a STD. I've never seen this. I'd never seen this type of behavior when I was coming up.
Right.
But now in the era of social media.
I was going to say, social media did.
A lot of people, even when I was coming up, if we would have had social media, a lot of people would have ran to social media to expose them. So now that we have social media, I think now in this age and time, you don't have to wait 5 years to figure out what happened.
Right.
Everybody's throwing it out there. Scottie Pippen had a lot of kids.
Yep.
It just wasn't a social media to say he had a lot of kids by different women, right?
That's what I mean, though. Like, it's dangerous. Why would you, kind of jeopardize? You're not jeopardizing your career, but you jeopardizing your image. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Zion out here just doing anything, and you already got some backlash with the NBA stuff, it's just the image is just torn at that point. You know what I'm saying?
I think that at this point, all right, so you from Little League all the way up into the league.
Correct.
You've been playing basketball. That's all you know.
Number 1 overall pick in 2019.
And so now when you get all this money, sometimes these basketball players just want to pay for it and leave. Because
right, yeah.
They don't want to fight. They don't want nobody sleeping on the couch, being in a relationship with somebody holding out on them.
Right.
So the OnlyFans model, look at Shannon Sharp. He's supposed to be older and mature, and he had to pay an OnlyFans model like what?
22 million or something? 23 million?
In the millions. Retired this lady.
Crazy.
But it seems like they just want a freak.
For a short moment.
Like they just want somebody that they know is freaky.
Yeah.
And then if they have a baby by them, they'll figure it out.
But figuring it out is crazy, though, because, I'm telling you, the image, is like, these NBA players care about their image. But, like, some of them are just so senseless. Some of them so senseless.
Wow. Whatever happened to getting with somebody and they wearing a muumuu? You know what I mean? Now OnlyFans then took over.
Oh, it completely took over.
I think that when I look at the landscape now, and we like, why is they doing that? But they're getting attention.
Yeah.
Like, I was looking at something the other day, and I don't want to mention it on the air because it's just so far out there. And, I'm like,
right.
Why are we? It's available to see because you're scrolling. But what I'm saying is, you look at the comments and people like, I agree with that. Like, I do this. Like, it's almost like the mind frame has changed. Like, I feel bad for your generation.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna keep. If I ever, get married, it's gonna be somebody from Gen X.
You gotta be.
Yeah, I got it. Because at least they got, at least from when they was able to see what it looked like back in the day. Y'all generation is so blurred. The lines are so blurred. Where are y'all getting the normalcy from? Or is anything even normal now?
It's normal, but you gotta be
What's
careful.
Normal?
Just not doing the status quo. Everybody want to be,
here we go,
popular on Instagram and popular on, Twitter and stuff. Want to be an influencer, stuff like that on TikTok. People who don't do that, it's a little bit easier to talk to them. But people who just care about, let me take a selfie, let me post this.
How do y'all find love? How do y'all Gen Z? You're Gen Z. How do you find love? On the internet?
Nah, well, some people do.
Somebody on the internet?
I ain't never dated nobody from the internet.
What I'm saying is,
I meet through mutual.
It's the computer love. See, when I was coming up, they made a song about computer love, and now this is what's going on.
I don't know. It's different. It's different now, man.
Wow.
Look, now you was talking about, that back a few months ago, you was talking about cuddling the Netflix and cuddling, keep you healthy up. People got to start doing that. And speaking of Netflix,
cuddling is good for your health.
It's good for your health, and watch some Stranger Things. Stranger Things. You watched the last episode, right?
I did watch Stranger Things. I did watch the last episode.
You like it or no?
I like Stranger Things. It's like the 2026 version or 2025 version of Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I think. It's like Nightmare on Elm Street on steroids a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. Now, did you like the last season though? Because a lot of people did not like it. Too many people.
I didn't like the last episode.
You didn't like the last episode?
And I didn't like how they had the black boy. I guess they didn't have the budget to have his haircut looking right.
Man, they had his haircut all over the place.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
it was weird.
I believe they came in with a smaller budget.
Well, I think so.
Because his hair, the black boy's hair, I don't know nobody, even when they was wearing that hairstyle, would have looked like that.
In the 70s too, or 80s? No, it was 80s.
Yeah, like that
80s,
was crazy.
People
he was looking fresh in season 4.
Oh, yeah,
it was shaped up and everything.
No, but like the past seasons, it was either a ball fade or it was some weird Will Smith.
They not doing. They did the brother like Frog.
Yeah,
like frog poop. Like they just had him. He acted. He did a great job.
One of the better actors.
He was. He did a great job, a phenomenal job. Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying is, I do like the whole thing. I mean, I thought that it was interesting to see Nightmare on Elm Street turn into Stranger Things.
That's cool. Yeah, I liked it. I was just seeing online that a lot of people didn't like. A lot of people think that tonight. Random episode is going to drop because of how many plot holes it is.
Wait a minute.
Everybody, I'm telling you.
It is not a random episode about to drop.
It's going to be, that people online are speculating.
Here we go.
It's the 7th. It's a lot of 7s that are mentioned in the show. And then tonight, because a lot of plot holes.
Is something supposed to be happening tonight? Did you Google it?
I've been, bro, you look on TikTok, you look on Instagram, Twitter, all that. Everybody online is just speculating that things online are happening and that if you go to Stranger Things.
They can't believe it's over.
If you type in January 7th in Netflix, Stranger Things pops up. It's weird. If you type in I Believe on Netflix, Stranger Things pops up.
No, it don't. Okay, so check this out. All right, so check this out. I was like trying to find Stranger Things, the last episode, and they had something to where it was like a fireplace.
Yeah.
What is that? It's
Christmas
just
time, maybe, I guess.
No, but it was just a graphic of a fire burning.
I don't know.
With Stranger Things on it. And I was like, what is this?
I have no idea. Look, I'm telling you, people online are speculating that, hey, tonight, the real last episode is dropping tonight. And, people get a little crazy, online. They don't want to admit that they're wrong. I'm one of those people that think, like, nothing.
They don't want to admit they're wrong like that dude in Nigeria that had the boat that said he was Noah.
Exactly. There you go. Yeah, exactly.
Was that Nigeria?
I think it was Nigeria. Was it Jamaica or something?
Yeah, he said he was like, Noah's Ark was the world was going to come to an end, and then when it didn't happen, they arrested him.
I remember that, yeah.
That was just recent. Like, before New Year's, yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting. But, yeah, a lot of people online thinking that. But, look, man, Packers-Bears Saturday.
Packers-Bears Saturday.
Jordan Love coming back.
Here we go. Oh, come on now. Green Bay all the way.
Feeling that?
Go, okay. Pack, go.
Against Chicago?
It's too late to doubt now. We here.
You're right.
I don't have no doubt. Green Bay gonna have to get put out for me to not believe they not going to the Super Bowl.
I'm gonna be in Chicago all week, and I'm gonna let you know how all the fans are. So.
You going to the game?
I'm gonna be at the maybe I'm gonna be at the tailgate. Maybe
that's what's up.
I don't know. I'm gonna be at the game. The game.
Bring some video back.
I got you.
Especially if we win.
Yeah.
Now, if we lose, then forget that. Don't bring nothing back.
I'm walking around Chicago all weekend.
No, bring the video if they lose.
No, bring it only if we win.
I got you.
And we gonna win.
Okay.
All right, Nazir. Thank you for coming through. When we come back, Truth Nation, we gonna open up the lines. Stay locked in.
From the biggest plays on the court to the comments made in the locker room after. An in-depth recap of every Bucs game. In 6 minutes. No more. No less. Bucs in 6 on the Bucs Plus audio network. If you missed any of the game or just want to relive the biggest moments, Bucs in 6 provides game recaps every morning after. Hear the high-flying dunks from Giannis or the deep threes from Miles Turner. And catch the comments post-game about what happened on the court. Bucs in 6 on the Bucs Plus audio network. Find it now on Bucs.com/plus or on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Truth Nation is the best fan base in the country.
This is my first time calling in, but I listen to you all the time, and I appreciate you and Elizabeth Brown and everything you stand for and everything that you do. So I want to say thank you so much for being you.
We want you to tap into the talk and text line every show, every day at 833-212-1017.
Hey, man, this station is on fire the last couple days.
Milwaukee Black Talk, 1017 The Truth.
Hi, I'm Vanessa Williams, and I want to share with you the role that diabetes has had in my family. I lost my grandmother at the early age of 64 due to complications with diabetes. She was warm, generous, and a constant encouragement for me to follow my heart. Did you know that African Americans experience chronic kidney disease at a rate that's 25% higher than white Americans? And we're almost 4 times more likely to develop kidney failure. Diabetes and high blood pressure are leading causes of kidney disease, which can result in kidney failure, needing dialysis, or a kidney transplant. The good news is that you have the power to check out how well your kidneys are doing and learn ways to prevent them from failing. So go to your doctor and get yourself checked out. Visit linkmylovetv.org to learn more. Get the facts, get checked, and get healthy.
Real talent is defined by what people can do, not where they learn to do it. So by stopping at the education section of a resume, you might throw away the perfect hire. You might miss someone who has valuable skills to offer to help your business thrive right now and in the future. Because the truth is this: Skills First Hiring helps you see talent others miss, like more than 70 million stars, skilled through alternative routes. When you let their story unfold, you gain a competitive advantage, because hiring managers who start with skills are 60% more likely to find a successful hire. See the real person, complete. See what others miss. Hire skills first. Learn why it's a competitive advantage at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
Get the truth and nothing but the truth with Sherwin Hughes every weekday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on 101.7 FM, 1510 a.m. WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory, Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And we got to head over to Minnesota. There's news coming out of Minnesota where they're saying that an ICE agent fatally shoots a woman in Minneapolis. They're saying that immigration enforcement agent fatally shot a 37-year-old woman in Minneapolis, Minnesota, as authorities surge into the city as part of what the federal government described as the largest immigration operation ever. It's a lot going on over there in Minnesota with the fraud, now this ICE situation. We got some video, if you're watching this, we broadcast live. We're going to give everybody an update on what's going on in Minnesota. Let's listen.
Well, we got confirmation now through DHS that this was a vehicle ramming situation. They say, in fact, while ICE officers and federal agents were conducting targeted operations, they had the usual scene with the crowds descending on them, and someone, they say, DHS says, weaponized her vehicle. The ICE officer, fearing for his life and the lives of other agents, discharged his weapon and shot that individual, a woman who now, according to DHS, is in fact deceased. Now, I've got some of the statement from DHS saying that this is a direct consequence of constant attacks and demonization of our officers by sanctuary politicians who fuel and encourage rampant assault.
Oh, wow. Well, I'll say this. Even in Milwaukee, the one thing I always tell y'all is leave them ICE agents alone. Don't get too close to them because it's a gray area. When you mess with federal agents, they got so much leeway. Y'all thought the police, the local police had a lot of leeway. No, I mean, we can do certain things against the police department if officers misbehave. But when you messing with a federal agent and you get close to them, or especially with this ICE situation, people are protesting. They may not like what's going on. Matter of fact, Judge Hannah Dugan got found guilty recently for what she was doing up in the courthouse concerning agents. So I tell people, leave them agents. If you touch an agent or you come near an agent and something happens, you're not going to win it. You're not going to win it. And you may end up like this lady in Minnesota, because I don't know what happened. They're saying that she tried to drive her car into the agent. We don't know. We don't. I mean, I guess this is what they're reporting, but we got to go with what they're saying. But at the same time, what is she? I mean, what are you doing over there? I mean, if you're not a part of what's happening or involved, stay away from it. Because let's say you bump one of those federal agents, like you don't like what they're doing. You want to show them that, you know, you got high blood pressure. You want to show them what time it is. You just brush their shoulder, just bump up against. You could go to prison. You know, like you cannot touch these people or get involved with these people. Now we got video. What video we got, Andrew? What video you? Oh wow! All right. Well, we got another video of a little bit closer of what took place and the involvement with the ICE agent. If you're watching this rebroadcast live, I must warn you, maybe some of this footage may be disturbing, but I'm warning you because, you know, I don't want y'all to see something dramatic. This is my first time seeing it, so Andrew just pulled this up. Once again, ICE agent shoots a woman in Minneapolis, Minnesota. We have video. I'm going to give y'all a couple seconds to tune in if y'all want to watch the live video. Once again, the woman is in the red car. They're saying, impeding the progress of the ICE agent. Let's roll the video. Okay. Well, the video is muted because there's a bunch of swearing in it. The woman is in the red car, and then she drives back. And, yeah, you can't do that. Yeah, she was there. Kind of could have been in protest, but the ICE agent was standing in front of the car, and you cannot get involved no matter how you feel. You got to step back. You got to kind of have some calm about you. You don't have to agree with what they're doing, but, you know, you can't get close to these situations. You're not going to win. It's nothing going to happen to these ICE agents. Nothing. Zero. Because they're being commissioned to do something, and maybe you don't like what they're doing. Maybe you can kind of write your elected officials if that's the case. But this woman, you know, she probably didn't think it was going to go that far. She probably thought she was going to give them a piece of their mind, give them a piece of her mind, and she was probably going to drive off or something, and unfortunately, that didn't happen. My condolences to the family, to her family, to everybody that was affected negatively from this situation. Man, I mean, if you don't like what's going on, that's why you got to organize and write your local officials, because this is a federal government order from the president's office. And this is what people voted for. And you may be on the losing side of the argument. Maybe your side didn't get the people in. Maybe y'all didn't get Tim Walz in. Maybe y'all didn't get Tim in. You know, maybe your side lost. But to the ones that's in office, that was a huge mandate. ICE agents getting some of these people out of here. We knew it was going to be nasty. We knew it was going to be a lot of things going on with this, but you don't have to end up in a bad situation. And I told the people that deal with me, I told them to stand down. You're not going to win that. Stand down. Like, okay. Or I end up like this lady in Minnesota, because she could have got out that situation if she hadn't panicked. Or let's say she would have went, well, let me leave, and waited till everybody got clear and drove off. That ain't what I seen in the video. I seen somebody that had high blood pressure, that probably wasn't thinking straight. She probably didn't intend to run nobody over. But when you're angry and you're moving around and you frantic, you know, that's what it looked like to me, because I've been in many situations at protests where people had to, you know, drive off, or I had to calm people down, and we were surrounded by law enforcement, and I had to talk them from having that high blood pressure moment where it could have caused more damage. So once again, we'll keep everybody updated on what's going on in Minnesota. There's a lot of things going on in Minnesota with the Somalians, with the fraud, with Tim Walz dropping out of the race for governor. Now we got this situation with the ICE agent. The media gonna have a frenzy. Minnesota about to take over the news cycle for like at least the next 3 days. Thomas in the chat says, many MAGA are done with this stuff. Yeah. I mean, I think nobody wants to see bloodshed. I think people want people to have a right to voice their opinion without dying. But you got to be careful, because I believe that if she was outside of the vehicle, she would have still been alive. I believe you can yell and scream and they'll give you a lot of leeway. But when she tried to drive off and started moving around, trying to get away or trying to move herself with the vehicle, it got chaotic. I've seen this in real life, though. They didn't get shot, but I knew that I knew if I hadn't intervened on a couple situations when we was walking from Milwaukee to Washington, D.C., somebody would have got extremely nervous, and they could have read that as a chaotic moment, which could have caused something else to happen. So calmer heads got to prevail, no matter what side you on. And I don't care who you are or who you voted for. Don't nobody want to see nobody lose their life in these situations. Hey, look, when we come back, there is a story about this tow truck company that I want to talk about, that the aldermen suspended the license or blocked the license recently. I want to talk about that because we've been talking about all these different towing situations. Well, I looked up on the news and I saw that one towing company that I made a video about a couple months ago, dealing with a advocate, Arthur Elizabeth Brown, that went viral. Now they lost their license. I want to talk about that when we get back. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
On Friday night, the Milwaukee Panthers return home to host conference foe, the North Kentucky Norse.
Draws a double, kick out to the wing. Aguilar contested three, and he buries it. The Panthers are down by 3. D'Lo reattacking in the paint, fades, fires, drops it in. The Panthers have pulled within 6.
Scott Warris has the coverage Friday starting at 7:30 on 101.7 The Truth and the Milwaukee Panthers Sports Network from Learfield. Tip-off happens at 8 o'clock.
I'm very familiar with Gruber Law offices because they're always out in the community.
Gruber Law offices are known to be honest, hardworking.
They're always involved in our neighborhoods.
Gruber Law offices make our community a better place.
They are the best.
For nearly 40 years, Gruber Law Offices has helped people throughout Wisconsin. If you're injured, we're here to help. One call, that's all.
Wisconsin would not be the same without Gruber Law offices.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Did you forget the first day of school is this week and little Nancy still needs her name embroidered on her backpack? Or the company shirts are due now, not next week? Maybe the boss just declared Steve's retirement party is today and the shirts are mandatory? Whatever the rush, Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more in Mequon has got you covered with fast turnarounds, no minimums, eco-friendly printing, and high-quality custom apparel. Big Frog brings your custom ideas to life fast. Stop by Big Frog in Mequon or visit bigfrog.com/Mequon. Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more, where your ideas leap to life.
He's the voice for the people and the community's connection to change.
It is what it is. It's taxpayers' dollars. It's like monopoly money. It's like, you know what? We can just pay our bills with this money. You know what? The homeless, they already out there. They already in the tent. I walked past the other day. They were out there having fun and singing and stuff like that. I mean, this is what I'm saying. This is the attitude. Like, you know what? We gonna just take this money, right? We'll think about this in 2 months. We'll reconvene after we pay off our bills, and see what we got left.
Got Christmas coming up.
Yeah, we got Christmas coming up. Yeah, basically, yeah. And it's just like this nonchalant attitude with the taxpayers' dollars. You know what? Look at MPS. Look how much money we threw at MPS right here in the city of Milwaukee. We throwing money at these places. Like, it ain't like they don't have the funding.
The Tory Lowe Show, weekdays from 1 to 4 p.m. Live on YouTube and right here on 101.7 The Truth. This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
We bringing life back to the block. Now we won't stop. If everyone do a little, now we got do a lot. Human and civil right, yeah, we gon' fight. Salute to the front line, trying to do what's right. What the people need results. Think on Tory Lowe, God, people gon' rise up. Time to let the world know. It's the Tory Lowe Show, so you know we bout that action. Haters be taking loud, but need about that action. Who ready for the smoke? However you want it, I'm with that. Tory Lowe is on the case, so it's no time to wait.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Milwaukee alderman moved to block tow company accused of predatory practices. Now, we've been talking about these towing companies, and I'm telling you, this is what's powerful about Truth Nation. We so far ahead dealing with the community when we talk about things ahead of time, and we can get that message out there, and it kind of helps. It kind of helps when we can have a soundboard for what's really happening in on the block. I'm happy about this one because I made a whole video about this months ago. Now they're saying that they're going to move to deny them licensing. The alderman is making the move to block the tow company. We got video on this. If you're watching as we broadcast live, hit the like and subscribe button. Let's listen.
It's a viral video Fox 6 first showed you back in March. A confrontation between an elderly man and the people towing away his car.
Out of here. Okay, bro. Watch the knife, bro.
At the time, DT2 Towing said it did nothing wrong. Now the owner is back in the hot seat.
Every day I get a call about you. Every single day.
Tuesday night, Don Thurman fielded questions and criticism at a licensing committee meeting.
I have made a whole lot of changes and willing to continue to make changes to try to help.
People testified against the tow operator, saying they only accepted cash for payment and preyed upon people like Annie Smith. Her car was towed from a handicap spot at a Walgreens on Christmas Day, 2024. Despite having a handicap plate, she was told her car was parked over the line.
Yeah, I just think that they towed my car without reason. I couldn't understand that.
Her attorney says the company is being deceptive.
It gives everybody a bad name. It gives everybody a bad name.
The committee voted unanimously to stop DT2 Towing from continuing to operate like it has.
So I'm going to move for a non-renewal.
Sending a message: the business needs to change.
Getting rid of the bad apples is going to make the rest of the bunch better.
All right. Well, what I'm saying is this needs to happen because people's voices need to be heard. I don't feel sorry for these towing companies. The bad practices, what you mean you're trying to get it right? You to make some change? No. Y'all had enough time to get it right. Y'all hear these people screaming when y'all shaking them down. That's what y'all doing. You got to eat that. That's bad business practices. You got to go. You got to go. Ain't no second chance. You probably ain't even on your second chance. Ain't no telling how many chances you had to get this together. Abusing the people is not accepted. It's not going to ever be accepted, at least not in my eyes. And these are elders. That woman on the news, that's a elder. And y'all, y'all doing elders like this. Your company is an embarrassment to the public. Anytime you went and did a white elder like that, let me stop. You don't see them doing this to no white people. You don't see that. You don't see the dramatic situations like that. You don't see it. But you doing our elders like this. We got to send up some prayers for our elders in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. These last couple of years, it's been tough. It's been tough for our elders. And I've been trying. I've been trying to be a voice and speak out against a lot of the harsh behavior that the elders are going through. Ain't no way the elders should be on this news this year being neglected. If it happened this year, I'm telling you, I'm going to be on the news right next to it, and I might have to put the baby powder on my hand and slap whoever doing it. Leave these elders alone. Last year they couldn't sleep because of housing. Like they was out protesting. Now, the beginning of the year, 2 towing stories. It's already the 7th, and it's elders in the story. Now, and they not taking they not making receipts. They're taking the money cash. These ain't no reckless drivers that they causing harm to. These ain't the people that's breaking the law. These are regular citizens, elders, some of the most vulnerable people in our community that they taking advantage of. Women, elders, people that got to go to work. This whole towing thing is trash in the city of Milwaukee. The whole towing thing is trash. However y'all got it set up. I'm tired of people hitting me up with different videos telling me that my vehicle missing in front of my house. So you can't go to sleep at night. You worried about the tow truck. Hoping that your car there in the morning. That's wild. That's wild. Now we got to find out what's going on with the tow truck that don't got a sign on the side. It's a tow truck out here taking folks' vehicles that ain't even got a label on the side now. Okay, I'm for this. I don't want to hear no, you got to go. I'm for this. We even made a video. We pull up the video on Facebook that I posted when they towed Elizabeth Brown's truck. If you're watching this broadcast live, run that video. This is from my Facebook.
You acting like a real Mark right now. On my mom. You act.
Yeah, play it without the audio because it was getting wild over there. They was cussing this man out. But what I'm saying is, just run it without the audio. I could talk through it. The guy that's about to raise the truck onto the bed was the slick talking one. He was talking crazy to everybody. That's the one in the video with the old man talking crazy. He a whole character out here in the tow truck world. He got a slick mouth, everything. I mean, all right, I was gonna say something. I shouldn't even say it. No, you don't want me to say this one. Because, never mind. Andrew, you don't want me to say this one. Because I need to be on the podcast. Just like how you muted the audio, how you muted the audio, I got to mute myself sometimes. But once again, this happened a while back, and now that same company that was out here just being disrespectful, I hope that they make the right call, finish the process, and block their license from towing in the city of Milwaukee. That would be a step in the right direction. It would send a message to other tow companies, and hopefully they don't do predatory practices. Because predatory practices, when you taking money and you're not writing a receipt, you telling people, okay, give me $50, I'm going to drop your truck. You telling that to an elder. The elder crying, can't barely walk. They don't have no means to get around. That's all they got is their car and where they live, and you about to cripple them in their daily activities.
That's like extortion.
It is extortion. But see, it's only going on around black people. This would never happen on the outskirts. Andrew, would this happen around where you live at?
I live downtown. So
no, I'm talking about where you grew up at. No, not where you moved to. Come on now. I'm talking about where, when you ready to go back home and hang out. This would never happen around there.
This would not happen to me, Wally, or Leave It to Beaver, no.
No. I mean, I'm just saying, like, the dynamics, they come to black communities, they rape the black communities, then we supposed to take it. This is what they do in our communities. It's a lot of stuff that go on in our communities because they feel like they can do it. And ain't nobody gonna say nothing. But that's finna change. That's finna change. It's finna change to 2026 because now, if it's elders, if I get a call and it's my elders, and this is stuff going on with people mistreating people, I'm telling you, I might have to get the baby powder out. I might have to write I might have to wind up. I'm just saying, because enough is enough. You ain't got no respect. No respect. Let me go to break before my blood pressure get up. When we come back, we'll have more conversation. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I slept in a lot of different rooms, different beds, but none of them really felt like mine. I spent 14 years in foster care, mostly in group homes. And I never had much stuff because I always had to be ready to move. Why get things if you just have to let them go?
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care waiting to be adopted. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is working to help find them a forever family and a permanent home of their own.
Now I have my own room with walls that tell my story. I love hanging out in here. I play dress up with my sisters and I sing and make videos. But the best part, knowing I'll always have a place to go and a family that loves and supports me.
If you have room in your home or your heart, see how you can help at davethomasfoundation.org.
Metastatic breast cancer, or stage 4 breast cancer, happens when cancer spreads beyond the breast to other parts of the body. About 168,000 women are living with it today, with Black women at a higher risk due to various factors. Research has led to treatments that help manage the disease and improve quality of life. The Everyday Counts study explores how nutrition and exercise coaching can support women with metastatic breast cancer. To learn more about the Everyday Counts study in Milwaukee, call 414-955-8819 or email edc@mcw.edu. If you or someone you know has stage 4 breast cancer, please encourage them to call and enroll in this valuable study. Again, call 414-955-8819 or email edc@mcw.edu.
Hey there, Jane Lynch here. You want to hear something funny? Too bad. You want to hear something uplifting that will inspire you? Good. Because today, I want to talk to you about Direct Relief, a humanitarian organization that does seriously good work when it counts. Fires, hurricanes, earthquakes. When disaster strikes, Direct Relief immediately shows up with medicines, medical supplies, and everything doctors and nurses need to save lives. Let's ship her out! Every day across the United States and around the world, they're making an enormous difference. If someone needs help, Direct Relief helps. No politics, no red tape. Hey, what you doing over there?
Oh, I'm packing insulin for kids with diabetes.
See, every box here is literally a lifeline for someone in critical need. So check them out at directrelief.org and donate if you can. You might just bring a smile to someone's face.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Packers are heading to Chicago this weekend for a Saturday night playoff thriller against the Bears. Packers wide receiver Jaden Reed on the game.
Yeah, they got a good team over there. You know, they play together. You know, they get the ball out. They do that good job on defense getting the ball out. So, yeah, our job is to protect the ball. So, you know, that's our goal.
Kickoff is Saturday at 7 p.m. The Bucks are in the Bay to face off against Steph Curry and the Warriors. Bucks beat the Kings 115-98 on Monday. Tonight's game begins at 9 p.m. The Golden Eagles are back in Milwaukee tonight to face Xavier, while UWM faces Northern Kentucky on Friday. Tonight's tip-off is at 7 p.m. at the Pfizer. Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers are AFC North champions, now hosting a playoff game against the Texans. That game begins Monday at 7 p.m. This Sports Update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Back everything they said we lose. Let's go. Here I come to say the day. No more excuses, ain't no more running away. Here now it's time to eliminate the beast. I'm here to say the day we grinding to take back the streets. Yeah. Stand up. Yeah, it's my turn, I'm about that action. I got the power, change how we been acting. So no mercy, I'm defending the block. Tired of seeing the news, another kin of the kid shot. I'm gonna make a change for the better. The revolution now is the time we get it together. I made peace with self, now I'm healed and ready. Illuminating from within, I'm prepared and ready. Got my boots strapped, locked and loaded, ready for war.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. If you want to join the discussion today, 833-212-1017. I didn't even do my question of the day. When I get to talk about this towing thing and the elders and the families that have been negatively affected by predatory practices, sometimes I get off, because I deal with it in real life. So sometimes I just, my heart goes out to sometimes the way that people feel like they can treat the regular citizens in our community, but they ain't got no smoke for people that's destroying the community. Y'all got to be careful when y'all around folks. They be looking for the easy target. They don't, all of the real, what they say don't call them YNs no more, call them YKs. That's what Kyle Wallace said. Call them YKs, young kings out here that may be on the wrong path. They may be being misdirected. But y'all don't got no smoke for the real problems in the community. But y'all will harm the regular citizens that's trying to go to work and do the right thing. This is why I say we got to make sure, because everybody else is getting away with strong armed robbery in our community, but the regular citizens is catching the backlash, paying the price for it. I don't even know if I want to even say my question of the day now. Because the towing thing that got my blood pressure, I feel my blood pressure rising up. Let's take a call. We got Eddie.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Good day, Tory Lowe. How you doing today?
Hey, how you doing, Eddie? Have you ever been towed, Eddie? Have you ever taken your car the wrong way?
I have been towed, and it was done in a very dishonest way. They lied about when they towed it so they could charge me extra time in the tow lot over a weekend. And I said, you would have had to tow my car 7 miles through the city in 4 minutes. It just doesn't happen, right? And their attitude is, okay, whatever, take it to court. And then if you call your alderman, they don't call you back. If you call the municipal courts, they don't call you back. You have to write a letter. Then you have to sit in front of a board. They meet once every 3 months. It's just, they make it so hard. They screw you over, and then they kind of say, good luck. Just like if you get a parking. I've gotten parking tickets when I shouldn't have gotten them, and they say take it to court. So what do you got to do? You got to take a half a day off of work. You got to go downtown and park for $20, right? Just to save $20 on a ticket. It's like you're trying to prove a point. It's just not worth it. It's just, they know what they're doing, Tory. I'm going to tell you something else, and this is a heads up to the listenership of Milwaukee's most beloved radio show and radio host, Tory, you. I'm going to give you guys a little inside information. If you go to the east side, many companies and individuals have incorporated to buy up parking lots. And let's say that parking lot, let's just use a round number. Let's say that parking lot has 100 parking spaces, and they ask, and this is a low number, but just for the sake of doing this, $5 a day for each spot. They're lucky to make $500 a day. But what they do is they put these signs. It says anybody who parks in this parking lot is subject to towing. And they put the sign behind a tree, you know what I mean, where the bush is covering the sign so you can't see it. They put it in some obscure place. And then what they do is they hire the gal who lives in the house next door on the other side of the parking lot across the street to monitor the lot. And because if they tow your car, they can pretty much get what they want. And so they know cars are coming into Brady Street, into the business district, okay? And, some gal is going to be like, oh, I got to get my nails done. I'll just be in there for an hour. She comes out, her car is gone. They're doing sometimes several cars a day at $600 a pop.
Wow.
So they, just from towing, the bills might be $4,500 a day, when in parking, the revenue would only be $500 a day. And they can pretty much ask whatever they want. If they say you can't get your car out for less than $500-600, you have to pay it to get your car.
Wow.
That's how it is.
And that's the truth.
Yep. That's 100% the truth, unless the laws changed in like the last 3 years. Everybody knows this. Everybody on the east side knows this scam. What they do is, they know they have people that have cameras on top telephone poles sometimes, and if they see you walk, like park your car, and you run into a cousin subs to pick up a sub, they quick send the tow truck in the area to go pick it up and lock it up. And then when you come out, they might go, okay, it's not in the truck yet, give me $100. And what are you going to do? You're going to do that versus $500 or $600, right?
Right.
And that's
I've seen it done. People called me and said they got shook down like that. They've just ran in for a few seconds, and the tow truck now, where they got it where it's automatic, where it's faster than the old tow trucks with the chains. It's really like an automatic lift on it.
I've seen it on TV, but I want everybody to kind of wake up to this. They're not making money on parking these cars. They're making money on the 26-year-old self-centered barmaid who has to have her nails done before she goes to work at 5 o'clock. So like I said, they quick park the car. They go, oh, it's only going to be a half hour. And they run in. By the time she's in there, her car's been towed 20 minutes ago. And everybody, you can literally Google this stuff online. There were so many articles, like in the Journal, and maybe on Milwaukee.com. I'm not sure about that. But this thing was a big deal 3 years ago. People complaining that you can't even park anywhere anymore. They're making it possible to park, and then when you do park, of course, you're going to be towed and get hit with a $600 sanction.
Wow.
I'm sorry, that's the truth.
Well,
on that note, I'm going to go.
You made sense.
I want to
today,
thank
Eddie.
you.
He did a good job, Eddie, because I did
Tory.
see what you were saying when you said that they have those signs in weird spots. I had to go and deal with it, and I did see that the sign, you could miss that sign. If you would have to be like just glued to the window to see this sign, and it's just wow.
And imagine some guy who's living paycheck to paycheck. He's bringing home $400 a week, right? And then he gets his car towed. And now they're saying you got to give us $600, and he doesn't have it. And all of a sudden, it's $20 a day, $25 a day, and he can't get up the money.
Right.
Guess what? They get his $5,000 car. And I'm going to tell you something else. They break into these cars. I got hit by a drunk driver once. I had to be taken to the hospital. And by the time I got to the tow lot the next day, my windows were broken out, all my tools. I had like $2,200 worth of brand new clothing in the car. Everything was stolen. And then when I asked to look at the cameras, because when you enter into the tow lot over on Lincoln, they take a camera and they go around the car so that if you claim they damaged the car, they have evidence. But when I said, let me see my car on the tow camera, they wouldn't do it. I called Tom Barrett's office. I called my alderman. It was one that they were trying to cover up for these guys, you know?
Wow.
And so it was a big deal. You got to jump. You got to write a letter. You got to jump through hoops. You have to have your all limit approved. You got to do this. You got to do that. And they make it so frustrating for you, you just give up.
Well, Eddie,
so
thank you
Tory,
for that testimony.
Okay, let me do my thing. On that note, I got to go, Tory. I got to get back to work. I'm working really hard.
All right. Wow. But what I'm saying is we got to make sure that we pay attention to what's happening to us. And many times when you get the focus, when they can get your focus to get outside of the neighborhood, this is the little stuff that goes on that, oh, that's some little bitty stuff. I don't care. It's a tow truck. No. These people thrive on us not paying attention to what's going on in the neighborhoods, to where they affect the elders. Anytime I see somebody that don't have any respect for the elder, that burns me up. That burns me up because that means that I'm not going to get the respect. Like when you see elders crying on the news about something, you need to pay attention because it may not be there when you need it. So if you can ignore that, one day you're going to hit that mark. God bless if you do. Some may not, but for those that do, that means that service is not going to be there for you. Andrew, you wanted to say something.
Did we make Tory Lowe show history today? It was the first Eddie call that made sense from front to back.
Oh wow. Yeah, I mean, I always say a broken clock is right 2 times a day. That's how I look at it.
I was shocked.
Well, Eddie's been victimized, so when he talked from that standpoint, he cooks a little bit. Let him cook.
He did. He cooked today.
Yeah, he cooked today. I mean, like I said, he comes on every it's like a something that happens, few and far between. But if he can get on to where he was a victim of something, he'll cook on it. But once again, we all victims of things, and this is why we got to watch out for each other, no matter what color you are, no matter where you're from. We got to get back to paying attention to what's going on in our immediate settings, because once you ignore that, it's only a matter of time before you the one on the news saying the same thing. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Milwaukee Black Talk.
You don't want to be there. You don't like the work. You don't like the people. Now, there are some differences. The only difference is modern American slavery and capitalism versus 19th century. We were dramatically more primitive back then. And a slave that is able to buy their freedom is the same as the disaffected, disgruntled worker that is able to buy their way into entrepreneurship, because that for them is freedom.
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Elevate your game day gear or any outfit with official merchandise from the Milwaukee Bucks Pro Shop. From authentic jerseys to exclusive apparel and accessories, the Bucks Pro Shop has everything you need to showcase your fandom wherever you go. Cheer the deer to victory with authentic Milwaukee Bucks items. Visit us at the Bucks Pro Shop at Fiserv Forum or Bayshore Mall, or shop online at shop.bucks.com.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other. Leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
After a crash with a semi-truck, everything can change instantly. At Gruber Law Offices, we have the knowledge and experience to make sure you're protected. And we're here to help whenever you need us. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
With the chatter, I'm about that action. I ain't with the chatter, I'm about that action. Talk is cheap, I need the bag in my hand fasting. Late night flights, no cap, no captions. If it ain't moving weight, it ain't giving satisfaction. Chrome on the dash, foot on the gas, traction. Whole hood still asking how he flipped them fractions. I ain't with the chatter, I'm about that action. One phone call, trunk full, let's make it happen. Yeah, sun hit the scope, I'm already on the rooftop. Last pack touchdown, whole strip look like a food truck. Mama
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Maybe I should ask my question of the day now. Not after Eddie done called in and we done got that tow truck situation. At least I got it off my chest, because I don't like it. It's been nasty. It's been a nasty situation that's been going on, and it's finally being at least one of the companies that had a huge amount of complaints is finally being called to the carpet. But I saw something online. I saw something online on social media today, and it just made me wonder, like, what's going on here? is people so hyped up about the drama and getting likes that they have posted their STD reports online. Yes, I mean, I shared it on my Facebook page. I've never seen this before. It was a male that made a post about a girl that he said gave him a STD, herpes. And so he posted his results. Then she came back around on her page and posted her results. I just couldn't believe it. Like, it's just wild to me that this is how far we done came. Now, that seemed like a conversation they could have had together. But in this, had face-to-face. But in this day and age, everybody runs to the internet, even with their results from receiving sexually transmitted disease. Once again, I shared it on my page, Tory Lowe, King, on Facebook, but I've never seen this level. It's early, 2026, and I think, you think you saw it all. You thought you seen it all until all of a sudden you say, whoa, what is this? I couldn't believe it. This is something where two adults should be able to sit down and, you know what I mean? But now they just posting their private information online. This is the girls, the one that if you're watching this rebroadcast live, this is the girls. Because we got her stuff. She posted this on social media to dispute the fact that the other guy said that he gave her HSV1 and HSV2. So she said she had HSV2, not one. So he had both and trying to blame her. Like, it just, I just had to scratch my head that I never thought I would see a post like that on social media. But it did trigger a question. It did trigger a question. Before you get serious with a person, should you see their my chart? Should they show you their my chart? Should you be able to see a person's my chart before you get intimate? I don't know. I mean, because we ask for a lot of things, when we dating. A lot of the women say, I want a provider. A lot of men say, I want a woman that's submissive. You hear all these conversations, but you never hear somebody say, okay, well, let me check your my chart to see if you all right. Or go get everything checked out and then let me see the my chart. You have a my chart, Andrew.
I do. I
mean, that has all your medical history, checkups, and everything in it.
So let's talk me through the scene. I'm at a bar.
Okay, you at a bar.
I see a pretty woman.
You see somebody you like.
We start talking.
You want to get busy. I mean, we trying to get to the part. We gonna fast forward.
We go back to her place. Now all of a sudden I'm like, oh, let me see your my chart.
No, when you ain't got no game. So no matter how you say it, she may be weird. All you got to do is be like, well, okay,
you walk me through it.
What you want to do is make sure that everybody's straight. Everybody health is straight. You don't want to go in there straight, kick in the door, go in, and then all of a sudden you gotta find out later. Why don't you go and make sure that everything is okay as a criteria to even get in a relationship? Or you just looking for a hit it and quit it?
No, I'm just saying.
Okay,
I'm just saying. There's a lot that goes into this.
Well, I said that once I seen that online and they let the whole community see their private business, I'm like, wow. But it also made me realize, okay, how many people would not be together if you could see a person's health from a checkup? I'm talking about all the STDs, everything, and just, okay.
I think everybody wouldn't want that, right?
But what I'm saying is, why would you wait till later to find out when you can do the checkup and make sure that everything is hunky-dory off the top?
It's a good idea for sure. I just don't know. It feels like there's a lot of steps here.
So you rather find out later. You rather end up in Planned Parenthood later talking about, man, what, I can't believe she did that. I can't believe that got burned like that. Like, all I'm saying is I never thought of it until I saw that.
I think that them posting it online is a problem. I just don't think that we all need my charts available.
What I'm saying is when you dating somebody, that means that you about to spend your next 5 years, you about to share your bank account, you about to share, your assets, but you won't share your health information. Okay. I'm just saying.
I think you're right. I think you're spot on.
You about to try to buy a house together. Y'all gotta get the credit scores and everything. Y'all gotta have everything right, but yet you don't know what her health is, what her health chart look like, or she don't know what your health chart looks like. But y'all doing all this other stuff. I'm just interested.
You're raising good points.
I think if you see it, if that should be something, because that's going to be the first thing before you start trying to build a future together. You're going to get intimate. Why? That should be one of the first safety guards to figure out what's going on.
So I need to ask you, how do you ask somebody to see their charts then?
Well,
because you said I don't have games, so how would you do it?
What I'm saying is how I would, because you would know if you're serious. If they serious about you, it's nothing. If it's on the up and up, it's nothing. Now, if you at a bar, you just want to hit it and quit it. If it's one of those situations, you have to wrap it up. Hopefully it don't burn through. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. All I'm saying is I've seen this. It's one of the most wildest things I've seen online in a while. Somebody in the chat saying something about HIPAA. Yeah, you don't have a right to, people don't have a right to share your information, but you can tell them. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you can share your information.
You can share your information with anybody. Yeah. They don't have a right to get your information and tell without your consent. That's the violation. But if you're about to date somebody and create a future together, hey, even if they don't have it on record, I would send them through a process to get, make sure that the health check. Why not? We got time. Ain't no rush.
I'm big on the credit score, the finances, so maybe this is the next step. Maybe it's just hey, well, let's go to the clinic together, get tested.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good idea. Okay, I'm digging you. But I think it makes the relationship more stronger, too.
Dinner, movies, and go to the clinic.
Yeah, instead of waiting to go to the dinner, the movie, and you don't go to the clinic, but then you at the clinic after the dinner and the movie.
Hey.
And you playing Usher on the way to the clinic. Let it burn.
Not Usher.
I don't know. It's not a bad idea. I never thought of it. I mean, I thought that, okay, you go get your checkups regularly, and I get my checkups during the first of the year, so my checkup is coming up. Every first of the year, I get my checkup.
And that's like a physical?
Physical, everything. Because, you just do it. It's just always something I've done. But come to find out, some people don't even get checkups. They don't go to the dentist. They don't, do certain things because maybe they don't have insurance or something like that. Maybe, it's other reasons why, so they're not in the habit of doing that. But I believe if you're going to get serious with somebody, I believe that should be in the conversation. What y'all think? 833-212-1017. Should you know a person that you're interested in or you're trying to build a future with, should you know their health history? I'll say that. The my chart.
I'll tell you, if I went with a woman who didn't go to the dentist, we got bigger issues.
Maybe she ain't got no insurance.
That's the next step. Get her some insurance.
Well, if she marry you, she'll have insurance.
Got Cobra? Come on, what are we doing?
Hey.
A Blue Cross Blue Shield?
Not really a city girl says yes. She said, hey, you should know the health history. Or end up, in misery. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
The pulse of the Milwaukee Bucks, straight from a Bucks legend.
Can't get it off. Marcus Johnson will, though. Can't leave him alone for a 12.
Tap into Here District with Marcus Johnson on Bucks Plus. Marcus and his son Chris offer a weekly beat on Bucks basketball. Get your questions answered and hear from the biggest names in basketball. Find Here District with Marcus Johnson at bucks.com/plus on the Bucks app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Where's that same devastation? Where's that same anger? Where's that same hurt for other American citizens who lost their lives to guns? When we talk about the loss of life here in America, if all lives matter, y'all got to start acting like all lives matter. I feel bad for any loss of life because it's not fair and it's not right for anybody to take somebody's life. That's not what we're put on this earth to do. I hate the fact that in this country that we live in, that violence is so rampant. Violence is the norm.
Download the new 1017 The Truth app now. Milwaukee Black Talk. 1017 The Truth.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
There are many times I thought, I can't do this. I mean, what parent isn't worried about? What am I not doing right? What am I not doing enough? And then I realized, wait, that's being a parent.
Don't worry about being perfect. I've had around 3 other mother figures in my life, but only one of them has taught me how a mother loves.
The greatest reward for me is he makes me better every day.
I would tell a family considering adopting a teenager that teenager, whoever it is, needs you, and they need what you have to offer.
Taylor's giving me hope. He's our son, and that is what he will always be.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Vanessa Williams, and I want to share with you the role that diabetes has had in my family. I lost my grandmother at the early age of 64 due to complications with diabetes. She was warm, generous, and a constant encouragement for me to follow my heart. Did you know that African Americans experience chronic kidney disease at a rate that's 25% higher than white Americans? And we're almost 4 times more likely to develop kidney failure. Diabetes and high blood pressure are leading causes of kidney disease, which can result in kidney failure, needing dialysis, or a kidney transplant. The good news is that you have the power to check out how well your kidneys are doing and learn ways to prevent them from failing. So go to your doctor and get yourself checked out. Visit linkbylovetv.org to learn more. Get the facts, get checked, and get healthy.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee. A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory, Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 1017 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the 3rd hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And my question of the day, should people know, or your partner, the person that you want to make your partner, see your health chart? You know, check it out. Check out my health chart. I'm clean. Now let me get in them jeans. Hey, let's get it. I'm just messing with you. Look, all I'm saying is, this is my question of the day. Yes or no? Put it in the poll. I want to know what y'all think in the chat. If y'all watching as we broadcast live 1017 The Truth, broadcasting live on YouTube and social media platforms. But this is something that I don't hear in many conversations. All you hear is the hookup and the baby on the way. Like, you don't hear about the stuff that goes on with the health, or, they saying that, STDs is up. So you don't never really hear about it. But, and it's going on, but most of the times you don't see it plastered all over Facebook. People posting their results on Facebook. I mean, that's that new stuff that's going on, Andrew. Well, we got Sarah on the line. Sarah want to make a comment. If you want to join the show, 833-212-1017. How you doing, Sarah?
I'm good. How are you?
Blessings, Sarah. How you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you. So actually, also many blessings to you. I really enjoyed listening to you. But I did once, I guess I was ahead of the trend, but in a comment to someone, because I felt they were not talking to me purposefully. Mm-hmm. Like they were ignoring me. So I put as a comment on something they had, I posted it. But obviously, that's what I did, just kind of like as a mean thing, I guess. And also because otherwise, also to defend myself, because I was good. And they were claiming to have something that's, more easily contracted. Right. Not also more, and also it's hard because that is HPV. You have to specifically ask for a blood test. Right. And sometimes I don't think people actually ask those questions. And you got to ask for it. You can't just go in there, say, I want to check up, and they just do it. You got to line up everything that you want to get checked. You got to tell them. Yes. So I did do that, but and then I don't even remember how that ended up happening. But that's just weird. But you definitely should check. Sometimes some people, when they decide they're going to get in the serious part of the relationship, or they're actually going to, go forward, people will go, get into it. Together to get tested. But definitely with other things that are like contracted with that are you tell with blood, I think a lot of people don't realize that you have to really specifically, you have to ask for it. And I think even at a regular doctor's office, but it's definitely, you have to, both of you go in. And it is hard right now with healthcare. Sometimes people don't know what to do. Right. And if you don't know to ask, sometimes the regular checkup is not the intense checkup. So I come in with a whole list of things that I just want to do, and it's normal. Like I just copy and paste it. If I get a new doctor, I'll be like, okay, well, this is the list. Like I've been doing this since I was 28 years old. Just here, it's all been the same. It's kind of uniform every year. Oh, that is very smart. They should talk about that more. But definitely before good, I don't know. It's just so different now with dating that people, only when they decide to be serious with someone, but people will ask some questions like that beforehand. Well, I think serious meaning that you about to see like genuine. You trying to get in them jeans. It's like that's serious, because that one moment could cost you a lot. Mm-hmm. So I think that it's serious. It's different degrees of serious, but I do believe serious is when you decide to, get intimate with somebody, even if you're not planning for the long term. I think that many times people make their biggest mistake because they want that kind of affection, and they're not thinking long term, and they thinking it's not going to affect them until it's too late. Yes. Yeah, definitely. I feel like I don't know, it's like at the forefront of people's minds to ask sometimes those questions, and even at a regular doctor's office. And they're not there either to like ask like, oh, do you want this in case too? Or when was the last time you've had that? Like I almost feel like on the medical field, they should ask that as well. Like they're like, oh, you're not up for, like I see you have, whatever vaccine hasn't been up to date, or you haven't had one in a while. I feel almost the medical field should also say, hey, you haven't had your HPV checked at some time. How about we do that? Because it's not. Not everyone knows medical.
But or you just wrap it up. Or you just wrap it up. Wrap it up. Make I think that sometimes you have to do preventative measures. But I think that if it's long term or ideas, if you're not, if you when you want to talk about, a lot of people talk about finances. A lot of people talk about different things, but you got to kind of add that to the conversation too.
Yes, but I think actually you could get. I think that's passed even without, I think you would get that from, even, kissing someone and stuff like that. I think you can get it without actual penetration as well.
What, mono?
Pretty sure with HPV, if someone, I think. I'm pretty sure, but yeah, that would be a medical professional question. But
well, we'll try to figure that out. I think we're going to bring some experts in this year to talk about a lot of these things, because they say that these situations are rising in the community. So we're going to have a conversation about that too. So we're going to try to figure that out. I appreciate you for tapping in. We got Miss Nikki on the lines. How you doing, Miss Nikki?
How you doing, Tory? And thank you so much for taking my call. And I would say absolutely yes, that this should be part of the conversation before you decide to sleep with someone. And if you guys even get serious, like you said, we all have annual exams. I think that information should be shared annually as well, because, people step out of relationships, right? And they could have stepped out and stepped into the wrong person and bring it back, right? So I do think it's important that they should most definitely do that. And I think it'll stop a couple of things, right? It'll stop the quick hookups, right? And call for unwanted pregnancies. I think it'll stop a lot of different stuff. But it could be a very uncomfortable conversation, but this is something you most definitely have to have, because I'm sure you'd be more uncomfortable if your test results came back as positive for something. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's important that it should be part of a relationship if you're deciding to start to dating. And it should be a regular conversation, an ongoing check-in with your partner.
And that's
on
why
an
I say
annual
everything
basis
is online too. So results is online too. Once you get your test back, you got your little. You gotta make sure you do your password and go in there and log in. But all of your medical stuff is in one spot, so it's not like a big deal. Let's say you out there hanging out with somebody and they got their stuff online, and you got your stuff in your phone, and you be like, hey, you got your chart, and I got my chart, and okay, boom, let's get it cracking.
Yeah, and make sure it's the updated one.
Right. Yeah, make sure you can look at the date. I think the date on there too. So, hey, this looks like
it is
like 5 years ago. You know what I mean? I don't know.
and the thing with herpes, if that's what we're talking about as well, a lot of people have it and don't even know it, and you can get it from so many different ways. So I will be very interested in hearing, because you hear a lot of stuff on the internet, hearing some health professionals if you're going to bring somebody in to talk about that. So, and a lot of people don't know that you have to specifically ask for that test. So this is real knowledge that we're putting out there, right? And it's important for people to adhere to it.
I always tell people, you got to come in there. They not going to volunteer. A regular basic checkup is just, just let me listen to your heart. Let me check your ears. Let me, if you want to get some blood work done, you gotta be specific on the blood work. That's why you gotta, you gotta keep it consistent too. So when I was younger, I just made a list of things that you gotta add to. You gotta tell them. They're not gonna tell you.
You do. Exactly.
So, hey, it's risque. Let me see, baby. Let me see on my chart. You know what I mean? Let's Netflix and chill. But where your my chart at? It's just a little. You can just check it out. I mean, it ain't nothing. I mean, you got it's your personal information though. I mean, you got to trust somebody enough. But like I said, if you're gonna lay down with them, that means you trust. You gotta trust them. I hate when people say I don't trust nobody. But you just slept with 5 people this week. You just without protection. Just delusional. Being delusional. What's going on, Andrew?
So according to Planned Parenthood, yes, you can get HPV by not having sex.
So HPV is not a sexual transmitted disease?
No, it can be done skin to skin. So yeah, through mono, yeah.
Like kissing somebody or they rubbing against you and stuff like that.
Yes.
We used to call that giving somebody the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah?
Hey, I don't know. Like I said, it's not. A lot of times we're ignorant to what's really going on with our bodies anyway. And a lot of people don't know that the skin is the largest organ on the body. So you can get things. We catch things through air all the time, air transmission. So like I said, we just got to get a little bit more educated. I'm going to get some people on the show this year to talk about STDs and all of that. I'm going to get somebody on the show. I think we got a connection with a hospital. We're going to make a connection with a hospital here soon. I showed you the email. Let's see what we can do. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Honest, direct, and always thought-provoking.
Nice people get applause. Oh, that was a thoughtful thing to say. It's like when you ask somebody a question and the person repeats back to you, good question. They're being nice, but kindness earns respect. Being nice pleases people. Being kind improves them, and that difference, the one personal strength you should always have, character.
Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris, weekdays from 4 to 6, live on YouTube and broadcasting on 1017 The Truth.
Natural gas is a clean, reliable, and convenient source of energy delivered directly to you through underground pipelines. The pipeline system has an excellent safety record, but there are clues that can help you identify a potential hazard. If you smell the strong odor of rotten eggs, hear an unusual hissing sound, or see blowing dirt or debris, it could be a natural gas leak. Leave the area immediately and call We Energies at 800-261-5325.
We Energies. People you can trust. Energy you can depend on.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on where you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Day 1, diagnosis day. The hardest day. The day you hear,
I'm sorry, this is a type of blood cancer.
But day 1 is just one day. At the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, we are here to help you move past day 1.
On day 45, I discovered an online community who shared great tips for in-treatment care.
I missed a lot of school during treatment, and LLS helped me keep up.
We are here for you. We exist for everyone fighting leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, and other types of blood cancer.
On day 185, LLS helped me file my insurance claims properly.
Day 5,840 and counting, and I'm still in remission.
To learn more and get help on day 1, day 2, day 983, or any day, please visit LLS.org or call 1-800-955-4572. That's LLS.org, 1-800-955-4572.
This is The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Every child deserves a school that sees their brilliance, a place that believes in who they can become. At Milwaukee College Prep, we have set the bar high with strong character, high expectations, and academic excellence starting as early as age 3. MCP scholars continue to outperform their peers across Milwaukee because they believe in every child. They believe that every child can achieve greatness. And the best part is tuition free. If you are looking for a school that partners with you, challenges your child, prepares them for college and beyond, visit MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com because Milwaukee College Prep is where brilliance begins. It's a story that I wanted to talk about a crossing guard that got hit. They not even respecting the crossing guard, Andrew. They used to have some respect for the crossing guard.
I respected mine.
Yeah, when you see the crossing guard, then they put their hand up, that's respect. Well, it's a story that the crossing guard was involved in a car hit him during the morning drop-off. 70 years old. 70 years old. See, another elder. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. We got video. Let's listen.
Yeah, it's already a pretty busy stretch on Oklahoma with St. Luke's Hospital just up the road, but it's even busier at school drop-off and pickup time here at Pulaski. And it's why they have a crossing guard here every single day. Witnesses tell me she was right here in this crosswalk helping a student get across the street when this car slammed into her. It's the first crews to the scene on a gloomy Tuesday morning, responding to a crossing guard down during drop-off at Pulaski High School.
Having the children there witnessing it, they're screaming, parents are screaming. It was just all around not a good situation.
Annika Taylor says she was on her way to work when she heard the crossing guard's familiar whistle near 25th in Oklahoma. She stopped but noticed another car keep going.
It pulled around.
Did you see that?
Yeah, it pulled around the other car to get out through, and then they hit the crossing guard because I don't think they realized that the whistle went off and that the crossing guard was standing there trying to help a child get through.
Police say the driver did stay on scene, but first responders rushed the crossing guard, a 70-year-old woman, to the hospital with serious injuries. The guard, described as a mainstay at Pulaski drop-off and pickup.
There has not been a day that I've dropped him off and she has not been there in the morning or in the afternoon, helping the kids get across the street safely.
I spoke with one Pulaski mother on the phone Tuesday who asked not to be identified. She wants to see traffic changes on Oklahoma. What would you specifically like to see done, or what do you think would work?
A light or something, or maybe patrol officers, traffic patrol officers.
We need to just all have a little bit more patience and take into account that if someone stopped, there's probably a good reason to it.
All right, well, the driver stayed on the scene. Well, like I said, when we talk about situations like this, I mean, hopefully the elder is able to recover from this. It's just one of those things where every time you look up, and you got to be careful when you're in the streets. That's why, once again, keep your head on the swivel and look both ways before you cross the street. It's not like that no more. People don't have empathy. They trying to get where they going. They may be eating an egg McMuffin. They may be texting. They don't care. They just driving. So keep your head on a swivel. Once again, my condolences go out to this crossing guard. Hopefully she can get a speedy recovery at 70. Healing may be a little bit slower, but she might be a trooper. Maybe I'll reach out and see if I can get some more information and try to get her on the show, if she can recover. Sounds like she's a part of that community, that she's out there all the time. People know who she is. So, Andrew, we got some homework on this one.
Got it.
Okay. Also, there's a 12-year-old fighting for recovery after being hit by an unlicensed driver. Now, they about to crack down on y'all unlicensed drivers. Many times, you can get that first warning. But I was listening to some on the way here where they was talking about unlicensed drivers. Like if you get pulled over twice, depending on the situation, you could actually start going to jail and things like that. But this is another situation. A 12-year-old is fighting for his life after being hit by an unlicensed driver. We got video on this one as well. Let's listen.
He got hit by a car, and then we all ran to the truck, and I drove down there and seen him laying down there on the ground.
Daniel Millette will never forget the moment he saw his son Cameron lying motionless next to his mini bike.
I already thought he was dead.
Oh, wow.
Daniel says Cameron was just blocks away from home on December 22nd when he was hit by this black car while in the crosswalk of this intersection on Milwaukee's north side.
Of course, I thought the worst already because he wasn't moving, talking, nothing.
Cameron was rushed to the intensive care unit where he remains after breaking dozens of bones all over his body and losing all of his top teeth. His parents now fear he won't be able to walk on his own again.
It's pretty horrible. You know, you see it on TV, you're like, oh, people get better, some people don't, some people die. You know, it's part of life, but you don't want to see it happen to your child, you know.
Prosecutors say the driver, 38-year-old Michael Mack, told officers he heard a loud bang as his BMW was struck by something. The police report says Mack stated he did not have a driver's license or auto insurance. Wow. Investigating officers noted this will be Mack's second operating without a license in 3 years. Mack was charged with 2 felonies.
For something like this, it happens when you hit a kid and you have no insurance. They don't have the money to fix it, pay for it.
Daniel and Cameron's mother, Jennifer, say they're now facing mounting medical bills after learning their health insurance won't cover the costs of cosmetic surgery.
So he'll never be able to eat again normal if we don't fix his teeth. Probably be made fun of the rest of his life. And we don't want that for him.
Cameron's parents are now hoping strangers will support them to help their 7th grader recover.
And we can. We don't have the money for it.
Wow. Did they have a GoFundMe in there? So pin the GoFundMe in the chat just in case somebody wants to donate to this family. This is a sad situation. Like, when you talk about families being disrupted, you know, people out here driving unlicensed, I believe if you're driving without a license, that's reckless driving because you don't have insurance. So look at this situation. Now the full burden is on the parents. And you weren't even supposed to be out there driving in the first place. So that's tough. That's tough. Hey, I feel for this family. And they got to pay for it out of pocket. And if they don't have insurance themselves or insurance that can cover that, or if they got a deductible, a huge deductible, it gets just so many things that we have to be thankful for on a day-to-day basis. And when we do face tragedy, we got to make sure that, you know, we are prepared because honestly, when I see families and stories like this is so unfortunate. And the little boy would have been all right if the unlicensed driver had have not got behind the wheel. Wow. I mean, that could be anybody's family. This could be anybody. This could be anybody under the sound of my voice going through this. And for the longest, families would call me, especially when it was a hit and run, because many times their loved ones were in the hospital and then they had to foot the bill. We got the GoFundMe for this family in the chat. The 12-year-old that's recovering after being hit by an unlicensed driver. If you want to join the chat, give a few bucks. Hey, you know, anything, it all counts. $1 or $2, it all counts. And we appreciate it. I'm gonna try to reach out to this family and see if I can, get permission to help them with whatever they're doing. And I'll probably, just try to share the GoFundMe on my social media pages when I get off the air. It's just one of those things where we have to work together no matter who we are, where we live in this city. When we realize when something like this happens, it could be us. That's why I always tell people can laugh and say, oh, look at what's going on the north side. Look what's going on the south side. That's because you're a bot. You bot it out. You're taught to look at things if it's not you and your family without having great concern. But that got to change in 2026. Hey, they say we are one. When we come back, we'll have more conversation. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I'm Angela Bassett.
As a first responder on screen, I know what it means to act fast in an emergency. In real life, the same urgency can save lives, especially when it comes to a food allergy. For 33 million Americans, one bite can turn an ordinary meal into a life-threatening reaction. And too often, they don't have the one thing that could save them: epinephrine. But emergencies don't wait. And when a severe reaction happens, being prepared makes all the difference. Now, there's a needle-free option, a new way to carry epinephrine that makes it easier than ever to be ready. No needles, no hesitation, because when the unexpected happens, the best thing you can do is be ready. Know the risk, know the options. Be ready to act. Learn more at foodallergy.org/ready-to-act.
Hey there, Jane Lynch here. You want to hear something funny? Too bad. You want to hear something uplifting that will inspire you? Good. Because today, I want to talk to you about Direct Relief, a humanitarian organization that does seriously good work when it counts. Fires, hurricanes, earthquakes. When disaster strikes, Direct Relief immediately shows up with medicines, medical supplies, and everything doctors and nurses need to save lives. Let's ship her out! Every day across the United States and around the world, they're making an enormous difference. If someone needs help, Direct Relief helps. No politics, no red tape. Hey, what you doing over there?
Oh, I'm packing insulin for kids with diabetes.
See, every box here is literally a lifeline for someone in critical need. So check them out at directrelief.org and donate if you can. You might just bring a smile to someone's face.
I slept in a lot of different rooms, different beds, but none of them really felt like mine. I spent 14 years in foster care, mostly in group homes. And I never had much stuff because I always had to be ready to move. Why get things if you just have to let them go?
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care waiting to be adopted. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is working to help find them a forever family and a permanent home of their own.
Now I have my own room with walls that tell my story. I love hanging out in here. I play dress up with my sisters and I sing and make videos. But the best part, knowing I'll always have a place to go and a family that loves and supports me.
If you have room in your home or your heart, see how you can help at davethomasfoundation.org.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. To help ring in the new year, I sat down with Bloomberg U.S. sports business reporter Randall Williams to get his take on which prominent black sports figures we should keep an eye on in 2026. And his first answer was Steph Curry, who's due to sign a big sneaker deal after splitting with Under Armour.
I think that a Curry brand sneaker alongside Nike, Adidas, or any of these potential brands could shake things up a bit. Now, could potentially be the holy trinity for Nike, having LeBron, having Kobe, having Michael Jordan, having Kevin Durant, and then getting Steph Curry. Although it be at the tail end of his career, Steph is somebody that kids look up to and relate to because he's a smaller size. All of the people of which that I just named are well above the height of 6'6", and Steph is 6'2", 6'3", and much more relatable.
Steph Curry is definitely more relatable than some of his basketball counterparts, but the amount of money he could earn from a new sneaker deal would definitely not be relatable to most people. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Packers are heading to Chicago this weekend for a Saturday night playoff thriller against the Bears. Packers wide receiver Jaden Reed on the game.
Yeah, they got a good team over there. You know, they play together. They get the ball out. They do that good job on defense getting the ball out. So, our job is to protect the ball. So, that's our goal.
Kickoff is Saturday at 7 p.m. The Bucks are in the Bay to face off against Steph Curry and the Warriors. Bucks beat the Kings 115-98 on Monday. Tonight's game begins at 9 p.m. The Golden Eagles are back in Milwaukee tonight to face Xavier, while UWM faces Northern Kentucky on Friday. Tonight's tip-off is at 7 p.m. at the Pfizer. Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers are AFC North champions, now hosting a playoff game against the Texans. That game begins Monday at 7 p.m. This Sports Update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Tune into the award-winning 1017 The Truth Community Spotlight this Wednesday at 3:57 p.m. on the Tory Lowe Show. And in between the Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris, we will be speaking with Shalina Ali and Fidel Verdeen, co-executive directors of Truth School, an organization that encourages, empowers, and educates youth, families, and communities through transformative arts and hip-hop culture. Again, that's the Community Spotlight this Wednesday with Truth School at 3:57 p.m. right here on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Joining me on the V-Mix as we broadcast live, we got the lovely advocate author Elizabeth Brown. How you doing, Queen?
All is well, King. Happy hump day.
Hey, happy hump day. Now, we got a situation with the towing company. The towing company is license is up. You had a run-in with D2 Towing.
I did.
Now they're saying in front of the older people that they tried to make some changes. They have so many complaints on predatory practices.
Definitely was predatory. Definitely violating the people who already don't have money. I mean, the things that they was doing was uncalled for. It was definitely predatory, and I'm glad they out of business.
And then I remember we made that post online because they tried to get your vehicle, and you was only parked. You was parked, over there in the lot. And then the one dark-skinned one that was operating the truck, who was involved in several other instances, was the one that was trying to talk slick.
Absolutely, yeah. He was the one that did that to the old man too. So again, I'm glad they're out of business. Sad that
they're being challenged. We got how them situations go. They'll make it seem like they gonna do something and then they'll hold it over. Yeah. So we got
it'll be a payment made
all the way through, right?
Yeah, it'll be a payment made under the table. But not only that, we have to watch if they switch hands or switch names, because we already know, like the fraudulence,
right?
That they'll put it in somebody else's name and start all over again. It's just for the people to make sure that we understand that. Make sure to pay attention to these faces, and when you see them again, call them out, because what they were doing was an absolute violation, was predatory. And what was crazy about it is that they were getting some type of power trip on how they approached individuals in our community, had no compassion, no empathy. I'm talking about people running into Food Town to get food, come out and they car towed. Or if you catch them in the midst of towing, they collect $50 right there on the spot. Or take your car somewhere where you don't even know where it's at. Again, they don't give you information or anything. So again, I'm glad they called them to the carpet, but again, we know that usually our aldermans they don't follow through either. Or somebody palms will get greased on the back end, and they'll be given another chance, or they will change the face, but have the same management. So again, we got to keep our eye on them. Again, we was just talking about the tow truck that just towed the elderly man car with nothing on the ghost tow
markings.
Absolutely. So again, we like, our community is under attack. Everybody trying to get over. Everybody think it's sweet because again, our elected officials have highway robbed us, haven't took our word or took our civic engagement to be able to tell them what we want done with our tax dollars. So again, I'm not surprised that, we got all of these vultures swarming the city of Milwaukee, because again, those who are supposed to be our line of defense are also violating us too.
Well, we're going to keep everybody updated on this. I say anytime somebody's been accused of predatory practices by a lot of people, this is not some one-off situation. This is how they get down, and they got to go. And I would just
absolutely,
I would make sure that I would add that they can't, like you said, start another LLC and switch the title.
That part, because that's usually what happens. And again, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if they try to grease somebody.
Yeah, the palms do get greasy. The palms do be getting greasy. Hey, but
hey, you know me and you know for sure
hey,
what happens, because we ran for office and we done dealt with these businesses who couldn't vote a certain way or their license was gonna get revoked. So
right.
We know it's happening.
Of
for
course.
Facts.
This is that
Absolutely.
underneath. That's that underneath that go on with the politicking.
Absolutely. There's a lot of hand greasing, a lot of buck dancing for biscuits, and on the back end, strong arming. So we know that it's real.
Well, question of the day: Should you have your partner's medical chart before you get intimate with them? This is something that came from a post that was online and I shared it, where people was posting the bums. You know,
absolutely.
They was arguing over who gave who what.
Hey, the gift keeps giving. You definitely,
was like, wow.
Absolutely, we definitely need to match flow charts. Okay, your medical charts. We definitely, not only that, I'm a true believer that if we're going to get serious, if we're going to pass bodily fluids or whatever, because again, you can have on protection with the bum bumps and still get it. Okay. Right. If that person, any touching of your skin, it's a wrap. So with that being said, absolutely, I'm going to make a doctor's appointment so you can go to my doctor, and you're going to make a doctor's appointment. And like I said, the biggest flex ain't the car. It's not how much they making. Do you have medical insurance? That's the big flex. Do you go get a regular checkup? Is a big flex. Do you have dental insurance? Do you have plaque? Again, your health is wealth.
Right.
And how you know you love yourself if you make sure that everything that you need to have done is done health-wise, and then the individual that you decide is worthy enough to be welcomed to your temple, which is your body, your mind, your spirit. If they are worthy, let me see your flow chart and let's go holler at your doctor real quick. Absolutely.
And the thing is, it's just simple. Like, it's all online now. You know, like I said, if all of this information is in your phone too. Like if you set it up. So, it's not a huge drag like back in the old days. You had to go and physically attend something. All you got to do is get your checkup and have it sent online. Now it's right there. Convenient.
I mean, you have to be careful with that too, though, Tory, because you could have tested last week negative and slept with somebody that night and picked up something.
Okay, so you
I'm saying,
I'm just saying, yeah.
Let's take that trip to your doctor, and then we take that trip to my doctor, and upon that, that's how we gonna move forward. Outside of that, again, I need to know that you was consistent in making sure you don't have the bum bumps and everything else. And like I said, outside of that, if they haven't been tested, then they shouldn't be trusted. Point blank and period. Because I mean,
everybody always talk about where they want to go out for the date. You have all these conversations about, I need this, I need that. You never hear them say, I need to know your health status. Like you hear the statistics of the STDs skyrocketing. It's going up. Yeah. This STD is all over this. You never hear that, when they go do the back and forth in these podcasts, They never talk about the health, like the health conditions of a person, because many times a lot of these people giving that advice, they might got that package. I don't know, because they don't even want to talk about it.
They're not going to talk about it. Again, the goal of social media, these podcasts, that the music that push hypersexuality, it's not going to be a conversation that's had because, again, they have misled us to believe that sex should come first. Again, that's the cart before the horse. The reality is, I don't give a damn. But take my money, don't play with my time, and don't play with my health. You know what I'm saying? Money can be made. People don't understand that your energy is your currency. At the end of the day, your health is your wealth. It means nothing for you to have money and cars, but you got that gift that keep giving. It makes absolutely no sense for us to continue to promote the hypersexuality, and nobody is talking about the biggest flex you can have is a clean health bill. Half of these individuals out here don't even know when the last time, one, they went to the dentist. Two, like I said, especially with men, they can show you the receipts on how much their car costs, how they done got the oil change, how their car got new shoes, but they can't give you a receipt when the last time they had their prostate checked. I mean, the reality of it is we're hustling backwards at this point, and some women as well. But the main idea is what they told us that didn't matter really matters, and what they told us mattered really don't matter. Because again, at the end of the day, when we're talking about money, when we're talking about securing the bag, the majority of us we secured a bag, but it didn't have no money in it. Because when we look at what's happening, like I stated, you got your degree, that now you owe $100,000 in school loans, and now you begging for a job that's gonna give you $30,000 a year that don't even tackle what it is that you owe. So we in the red anyway. So money is not a big thing. Your health is wealth, and it means nothing for you to have money and you got the gift that keeps giving. It don't add up.
Here we go. Well, like I said, that post on social media is 2026. I didn't think I would see nothing like that, but it's a reality. And
let's go.
We're talk about
we going straight to the doctor. I want to meet your doctor, not your mama. Let me meet your physician. Okay.
Hey. Well, look, when we come back, Elizabeth Brown, I want to get your final thoughts on the show today. Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Milwaukee Black Talk.
You don't want to be there. You don't like the work. You don't like the people. Now, there are some differences. The only difference is modern American slavery and capitalism versus 19th century. We were dramatically more primitive back then. And a slave that is able to buy their freedom is the same as the disaffected, disgruntled worker that is able to buy their way into entrepreneurship, because that for them is freedom.
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Real talent is defined by what people can do, not where they learn to do it. So by stopping at the education section of a resume, you might throw away the perfect hire. You might miss someone who has valuable skills to offer to help your business thrive right now and in the future. Because the truth is this: Skills First Hiring helps you see talent others miss, like more than 70 million stars, skilled through alternative routes. When you let their story unfold, you gain a competitive advantage, because hiring managers who start with skills are 60% more likely to find a successful hire. See the real person, complete. See what others miss. Hire skills first. Learn why it's a competitive advantage at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
Using gas to heat our homes can be dangerous, but we have the technology to transition to clean electric alternatives. My name is Matt Vespa. I'm a senior attorney at Earth Justice, and I'm going to court to fight for clean energy. Until safe, affordable clean energy is an option in every home, I will never rest.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit fighting to save lives, protect our climate, and strengthen our economy through the shift to zero emissions. Visit us at earthjustice.org.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Hey, yeah, this the Tory Lowe Show, this the Tory Lowe Show, this the Tory Lowe Show. You gotta tune in, you gotta tune in, yeah. This the Tory Lowe Show, this the Tory Lowe Show, this the Tory Lowe Show. You gotta tune in, you gotta tune in, yeah. Hey, Tory Lowe, you know how it go, don't play, always up in the flow, hey. They never know, hey. They gotta go, you don't know, Tory.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Elizabeth Brown is with us as we broadcast live. If you on the live, you can see Elizabeth Brown. Elizabeth Brown, let me get your final thoughts on the show today.
I mean, again, every day, it can't stop, won't stop. It just won't stop. But again, one thing for sure, two for certain, I just want to say that we are a resilient people. And as we got through everything else, we're going to get through this. We have to keep our head on a swivel. We have to make sure that we're making it our business to wake up every day with the intent to be about that action, to change our minds, to change our lives, to make sure that we're being informed, that we're not only feeding properly our body, but also our minds with what it is that we're consuming. Again, nothing exists without our attention, without our energy going to it. So again, if we want change, we have the power to make change happen, but we have to stop doing what we used to do and start doing something brand new. And I think ain't no better time, better than the present for us, again, to understand the power that we have within, because again, we've been programmed to believe that we're powerless. And I think now is the most pivotal time that we understand that everything we need, we have, and anything that we don't agree with, or we feel that individuals or systems are being predatory, that we can change it. When we stop playing the sheep, then the wolves will no longer want to feast. So with that being said, King A, I mean, we working. I think we're in a great space in 2026 because we're seeing a lot of things that's not working. One thing for sure and two for certain, we got history, a blueprint of what don't work. Right. And I think we just really need to understand the dynamic of the power that we have to do something different, to get something different, and know that fear is going to come with the unknown, but you don't let it stop you from moving forward anyway. So with that being said, King A, I'm here for it. Again, the Tory Lowe Show, 5 years in, a lot of people have got a new perspective, at least to the point of opening their mind and not condemning themselves to look one way or be on one side. You do have the knowledge to stand in the aisle. You do have the ability to not choose one side, but stand in the middle and demand both sides to get up and be about change, and you moving in the best interest of you, your community. So I think we're in a powerful place to make those changes happen.
I agree. And many times, once we take those stances, you see improvement. You see things get a lot better when you stand in the middle, when you remain neutral and make moves that benefit the people. And many times we make moves to benefit ideas that don't have the root results for us. Like they're not rooted in our results. The ideas that we
Not at
support
all.
many times. Yeah.
What feels good, everything that feel good to you, not good for you, you know. And that's one thing that we have to get out of is that feel good, because the majority of the things that feel good to us is for our demise. Again, we're talking about, you know, the bum bumps, the gifts that keep giving. Again, when you engage in these hypersexual ideas, again, I was just talking to an older gentleman yesterday, because again, another person that I know has been diagnosed, you know, with stage 4 cancer, but finding himself, being that he was a so-called, you know, gigolo, um, now find himself at the hands of a nursing home because you have nobody to take care of you at this point. Your children are living their lives, and you finding yourself with this condition that you now have, you can't do for yourself, and there's nobody there to do for you because you thought you had time. Again, the majority of us that are mature have more years behind us than we do in front of us.
Right.
You need to be making the decisions moving forward. What happens if you are given a diagnosis? Okay, you out here playing, thinking that you have time when the sand in the hourglass is running out. The reality is, again, the main idea: take care of yourself. To take care of yourself is your health. Your health is the foundation of the house.
Put the fork
If you
down.
don't take care of it, at the end of the day, what you're held with, again, is the empty bag and nobody there to walk you through. The power of having love is to have somebody that's going to see you through not only the good times, but the tough times. And at the same time, your biggest enemy is your ego and you getting in your own way because you thinking you have time that you don't have. We're all here on borrowed time. Make sure you utilizing your time wisely and making sure you love yourself enough to get out your own way and stop playing the game, because when you play stupid game, you win stupid prizes and then you wind up dying alone. So with that being said, hey King, I'm here for it. I encourage you to think about your future and what's going to benefit you and the people around you, the people that love you, because at the end of the day, I'm seeing so many people who are suffering because they were choosing to lose, because they was too scared to win. So my prayers go out to anybody who is struggling, who has been diagnosed, and I just pray that in your diagnoses that you find a way to forgive yourself and understand that tomorrow can be better, but you got to put in some work.
Hey, you said a lot. You said a lot. There's a lot for us to digest because, like I said, many times we think we have time.
Period. And that's the only thing we can't get back. We wasting it.
That's not the case.
It's not the case.
Also, on a lighter note, Mike Jones got his number back. Officially got the number back. They said that yesterday he received over 2,000 calls from fans. He got the 281-330-8004. He got the number back. He finally got enough money to get the number back on.
Hey, well, salute. Again, it's 2026. If you put it out in the universe, you can have it. You know what I'm saying? It's only right that he get that number back. He blew it up. At the end of the day, all I'm saying, be like Mike Jones, manifest it, and make it happen. 2026 is going to be epic.
You know if it's blowed up if Andrew know the number.
Hey, salute to Mike Jones. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, that's what's up.
That's what's up. Go get. Matter of fact, whoever thought that they would never get something back, this is proof that if you put in the work, it'll work. Okay.
Hey, they said the fans is calling. Mike who? Mike Jones.
That part.
Well,
salute to Mike Jones.
Well, I appreciate you for being on the front lines as usual, Queen. And hey, 2026.
Hey, it's
gonna
up
be
and
epic.
it's stuck.
It's got a lot of. Hey, it's already starting
Absolutely.
out with a tow truck company. License might
Hey.
get taken. I take
Hey,
that as
get
a
him up
win.
out of here. Hey,
All right, Queen. I'll talk to you soon.
salute, King. One love.
Tomorrow we may have a governor, a person that's running for governor in the studio, Kelda Royce. Kelda Royce, who's a state senator. Her team hit me up. They might be in at 2 p.m. tomorrow. So here we go. I said the governor race going through the Tory Lowe show. And they coming. Hey, so be tuned in tomorrow. We're going to have Kelda Royce on the show. She's a Democratic person. Like, we talk to everybody. We don't discriminate. Hey, look, keep your head on a swivel. Green don't always mean go and look both ways before you cross the streets. I love you. Dr. Ken Harris up next.
Today's Potawatomi Casino Hotel Harder Canal Street Spotlight is brought to you by Running Rebels Community Organization in